Top of the morning, everybody. Fantasy Endgame here. Ready for week 4. It's already begun. I don't just mean Thursday. Yeah, there may be football going on right now, but yeah, come on, let's face it. You really want to watch that Steelers Vikings? No, you want to be right here so you can make sure you get the best fantasy football advice and get your lineups ready for week 4. You can also answer any of your maybe last minute waiver wire questions, trade questions. Bring it all on. We got you covered. So yeah, we've been complaining all week. I almost sent you the meme, Chris. I saw somebody made it where it's like fantasy football managers, and then the guy he's like, "Stop giving me your toughest battles," and then Jesus is like, "It's just an early game on Sunday morning. Like it's not a big deal." It's like, we've been kind of complaining a little bit all week. I mean, I understand why they do it, but it is a little annoying, right? Just a little annoying.
That was very annoying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I understand why they do it. They want to bring the game. I mean, I really think the NFL's goal is to have teams all across the world. I think that is their actual long-term goal. I think we're going to see it one day. But it's not very fun for us fans here in the States because, yeah, hopefully you did not have Jaylen Warren in your lineup this morning because he got ruled out while you were probably sleeping, and you might still be sleeping not knowing you're getting 0 points from Jaylen Warren right now.
Yeah. Look, let's face it, if I weren't doing this right now, I'd be sleeping on Sunday morning. So I would not know either. We checked yesterday when we live streamed for 3 hours. We thought Jaylen Warren was going to be in, but these things happen. This is why we stream on Sunday morning, because things change. And in fact, that's not the only thing that's changed on the injury report. So let's figure out. A lot of questionables have been moved either in or out, mostly in, which is good. So, and the only questionable that remains actually is probably one that really should not matter for fantasy. For you guys, De'Ami Brown is questionable. Nobody should be playing De'Ami Brown anyways. I guess it matters because maybe he eats up a couple of targets here and there from BTJ or, Parker Washington. But either way, that's not a big deal. This is a big deal. Out. Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin. Once again, for Washington, we're going to get Marcus Mariota. So keep that in mind. And then, of course, the big ones from last week, CeeDee Lamb, definitely out this week and probably beyond. Mike Evans, definitely out this week and beyond. We don't know exactly how long just yet, but let's sprinkle in good news here with it. Chris Godwin is in. He's playing. But how much? And that's the big question. I don't think we have any clarity on that, do we?
No clarity. I mean, not officially from the team or anything, but I think the tea leaves are telling us it's not going to be very much. Remember, practiced Wednesday. They gave him a rest day on Thursday because, again, hasn't done football activities in almost a year. Then he practiced yesterday. You got to think he's going to be limited. I think 50% of the snaps feels like his ceiling today.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then there's no justifiable reason to start him. Sure, he could catch a touchdown, but there's a lot of guys who could catch a touchdown, if you think of it that way. We've been saying no to Godwin. We said absolutely the last, 2-3 weeks, absolutely pick him up and stash him, but it doesn't mean that you have to start him right away. We're playing the long game here. Also out this week, Tyrone Tracy Jr., and Colston Loveland, and for Carolina, both Xavier Legette and JT Sanders. But on the other side there for Carolina, they were questionable yesterday, and now they're in, which we expected, Ted McMillan and Chuba Hubbard. So they're both going to play as expected. Also in, Brock Purdy is back. Justin Fields has been cleared. He's going to start this week. Devontae Adams, thankfully, is in. Not really a big concern. Xavier Worthy is back, and you're feeling like you guys ever were these. You're pretty much firing him up, right? He's a pretty good start, you think, this week?
Yeah, he's not like a must start. He's a solid. I think he's like I call him a risky solid because there is risk that, if he lands on that shoulder again, he could leave the game. But at the same time, I mean, he's still got Patrick Mahomes. He's still in this Chiefs offense. I know the Chiefs offense hasn't looked as good this year, but that's probably because they've been rolling out the ghost of Travis Kelce whatever Hollywood Brown is these days and whatever that running game is. I mean, no offense is going to look good with those skill players. So they need Worthy here. I think Worthy's going to get involved.
Worthy, should be worthy of your lineup. I couldn't resist. Brock Purdy's in, and good news, he's got his receivers, Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings. They are both in. So deal with that as you may. Jordan Addison back making his season debut also from suspension. So Jordan Addison is currently playing, though. You had to decide, right, if you wanted to play Jordan Addison. So far, he's got one catch for 22 yards. And we, just as we speak here, lightning has struck in. Oh, yeah, I know. This one brings joy, doesn't it? An 80-yard touchdown for DK Metcalf because, of course.
Yeah, this is the thing with these overseas games. Like the Vikings defense didn't get on the plane or what? I mean, Aaron Rodgers right now is 9 for 9 for 145 yards. Carson Wentz is 7 for 7. Like these defenses just didn't travel. These London games.
I said it, and I don't mind saying it on here too. Aaron Rodgers, I feel like at this stage of his career, he's just like saves it for when he feels like it's worth showing up. Like he really wanted to beat the Jets, week one. In week one, he had all the juice left, right? And he's like, okay, here we go, regular season. And now it's like, oh, overseas game. It's going to be televised. Everyone, I got to show up now, and he's showing up.
He's showing up. You saw DK Metcalf almost. DK Metcalf almost has his season total in receiving yards just in this game already. Not even halftime.
And not even close to halftime. There's like 12 minutes left in the second quarter, and we're going to see DK Metcalf on pace to break the NFL record. That's probably not going to happen, but also finish the injury report here. DeAndre Swift is good to go. Bill for Washington has been cleared. He's good. Evan Engram for Denver. He's going to be playing. Isaiah Likely also making his debut this season. He's going to be out there. And speaking of debuts, the long-awaited return of Darren Waller. Darren Waller.
Yes.
Again, for those who have not been paying close attention, I'm being serious. Darren Waller is back in the NFL for the mighty Dolphins. So here we go. All right, that's injury report, but things always change in the not-for-long league. So if anything breaks before the games start here while we're on, we'll let you know. So keep in mind something could happen here. Not too many questionables, thankfully, but, there's always something. All right, one thing I do feel pretty good is not going to change. Caleb Williams is probably going to get at least a yard today. Say at least 1 yard. The reason I say that, why does that matter? Because this is your gimme pick for Underdog. If you haven't tried it and you're new signing up, if you get you make a new account, I should say, you get this gimme pick. It's Caleb Williams just getting higher than 0.0 combined yards. But you need to use code NGAME when you're signing up because you get the gimme pick. You also get a deposit match up to $1,000 of bonus cash, and you also get another special pick as well. And on top of that, new customers also, when you play $5, you get $100 in bonus funds. So they're adding money to your account just for signing up and using the money you put in your account. So it's the perfect time to try it out. Again, use code NGAME when you sign up for the very first time on Underdog. All right. We are going to get to your questions. I just realized I'm inadvertently wearing Underdog colors. It's not my Underdog shirt, but same vibe, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Okay. We've got plenty of questions here, and we're going to get to your questions. I have to tell you, too, just in case you don't know, because some of you are still either haven't tried it yet for some reason, or maybe you have some new viewers here. It's not the only place that you can ask questions, not just the live stream. You can also use our app. It's called Draft Lane. And so Draft Lane is the place where you can ask questions just like this. We're going to show you what it looks like. And speaking of code NGAME, if you go to the little settings wheel, you download it for the first time, you're a new customer, and you use code NGAME right here, you get 10 free credits. That means you ask your questions, you get your first couple absolutely risk-free. So let's start with our first question of the day. Start sit question. Okay, so this again, somebody used their points. That means absolutely free. Want to make sure I'm starting the right players all the way around. Also wants to know about defense, Green Bay or Detroit. Okay, let's see. So we got, looks like 2 QB or super flex.
Yeah, it looks like 2 QB.
Golden. We got Golden in there. Kelsey. All right, Mason locked into the flex.
Yeah, that's fine. He's playing. I mean, I don't like my early game player in the flex, but too late for that. I would go Juwan Johnson over Kelsey.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to sit
Travis Etienne on the bench.
Etienne on the bench. Looks like we got, Kyron Williams and Jordan Mason, and too late for that.
Yeah, all right. That's fine, I guess. Guess he had to, he could have switched it, but anyways.
Probably no changes at receiver. I mean, Hollywood or Diggs. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
All right, what about defense? Detroit or Green Bay? Detroit gets the Browns, right?
Yeah, I think you got to go Detroit against Joe Flacco and the Browns, right?
Yeah. All right. So that's the cool thing about the app. We can see your entire roster. If you forget to type somebody out, like it happens on the chat, or just the visual always helps. So here we go. Stick with Detroit at defense, and by the way, personalized feedback here. Roll with Juwan at tight end, more targets, and not dust. Okay. I didn't put that part. All right. So that's how it works. We just submit and it'll go through. We'll save this one for a little bit later because we do want to make sure we get to your questions on here. But again, try DraftLane. It is free download. You get the free credits, risk-free, all of that. All right. What better place to start here than with Cody? He's saying YouTube was deleting comments last stream. Yeah, YouTube does weird things sometimes. I know we did some of yours.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. London on the bench.
Ooh. We got Baker, Dak. You got to go Baker. Saquon, Judkins, that's fine. Nico Garrett-Wilson, that's fine. Juwan Genti. Yeah, Genti. Genti, London.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like Genti this week. If you want to roll Genti, I'm fine with it. Genti, London, close for me.
Yeah, that's the only decision here. Genti, London. I'm betting on the London bounce back week. So I'll go London, but I'm also like Genti, Judkins. Could go either way there. So that's the judgment call. He also says he was able to make 2 trades in 2 leagues. Golden for Henderson.
If you need running back, that's fine.
Yeah, I think
you might not be feeling good after this weekend. We'll see, but it's fine. Or maybe you will be.
And Ridley for London. Got like London side.
I mean, that's a huge win. Who's trading for Calvin Ridley right now?
Yeah, that's interesting. You look at London, you're like, this guy, I'm done with him. But Calvin Ridley, like, it's weird.
Like the person who drafted London is like, I don't even care. Just give me anybody. Just get this guy off my team.
Maybe Brandon Bryce. Let's do pick 2. Hendo, Golden, Pickens, Ted.
I'm going to go Pickens and Golden here. I know Ted is playing, but still he was dealing with that calf injury, so you got to wonder, like, how close to 100% is he? But also Christian Gonzalez looks like he's going to play for the Patriots. Probably going to shadow him. I'm going to go Golden, Pickens.
Yeah. Go Golden and Pickens. And then speaking of, maybe not Pickens, what would you trade Pickens to get Judkins right now?
Yeah, I think if you need running back, I think this feels pretty fair to me based on team need. So if you're deep at wide receiver, like if Pickens is your wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5, and you need running back help, I think it's totally fair.
Yeah, it seems fair. So got a new member. It's Chico410. Thank you, Chico. I know Chico's been on quite a bit. We'll put up any comments from our members, as we always do. Also, like Jay always here nice and early. 10-teamer needs 1. Myers, Golden, Pickens.
I think here you got to go Jacoby. Good spot against the Raiders this week.
Yeah, Jacoby, like Golden. Pickens has upside, but Jacoby's pretty, I don't want to say set and forget, right? But he's pretty, like, worry-free. And maybe that's a good way to put it.
Maybe for us.
Yeah. For me, I don't worry. I got other things to worry about, yeah. All right, how about this one? Let's help Chuck. Hunter Renfrow or
Tomorrow.
Matthew Gold?
Who's a better start tomorrow? Do they play tomorrow? The Raiders don't play tomorrow, right?
Well, this comment, by the way, we're doing comments from last night. This comment was at 9 o'clock p.m. last night.
I'm going Matthew Golden here. I mean, like Hunter Renfrow can always have. He's one of these guys that can always have one of these random games like we saw a couple weeks ago, but he can also just completely disappear. Let's go Golden against the Cowboys here.
Yeah, and on one hand, you're like, well, Leggett is out, right? He is. Sanders, the tight end, is out. So we probably will see Hunter Renfrow randomly do something. But last week, they were actually cutting his snaps. He was rotating with, let me see if I can remember his name, like Bryson Tremaine, somebody that I know you've never heard of because I had never heard of him. And he was getting slots and targets in this slot. I don't know why. I don't know. They're like, okay, we need load management on Hunter Renfrow. I don't know. Going Golden. Bird Talk. Half PPR pick 3. Ferguson, Pollard, Henderson, Ted.
Well, I think Ferguson has to be one here. I think I'm going to go Ferguson, Pollard, Tet. Henderson is a tricky one. He's a tricky one. What are we going to get from this Patriots backfield? I mean, if you believe Mike Vrabel, doesn't sound like we're really going to get anything different than what we've gotten all year, even with the fumbles. Now, of course, if Ramondre fumbles again today, he's probably not touching the ball again. So there is that chance, I guess, because Ramondre always could fumble. But you got to think Ramondre is going to be more secure. Like he's going to be like running like this, right? Like,
you would think.
I think I'm benching Henderson here, but yeah.
If you're Mondre, I mean, he better be sleeping with that football in his hands because his next fumble might be his last chance to fumble in the NFL at this rate. But I agree. Henderson, again, we keep saying too soon. It's not this week. It's not going to happen, probably. NTY. Let's see. Starting Baker, Cook, HN, Neighbors, Myers, Ertz, flexing Monty, got the Falcons. And Brandon Aubrey, the best kicker in football. The bench is Kirk, Dobbs, Franklin, and he switches.
I don't think so. I mean, like, I kind of like Dobbs this week, but I'm not going to start him over a guy like Monty in the flex. Even though Monty has a tough matchup, Monty can always score. I mean, really what we're hoping for from Dobbs is that he scores, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Monty can do that. I think you're good here.
Yeah, and if you feel like rolling the dice, there's no guarantee that Dobbs or Golden does anything against the Cowboys because it's true. The Packers are not a pass-heavy team. They probably aren't going to have to pass a ton. It's just when they pass, they're going to have a good chance to do something because the Cowboys' defense is frightening. So Dobbs is like your risky upside flex. Monty is, again, a guy you can just kind of set and know he'll get you something. AJ Fisk needs to drop one to get Fields out the IR spots. Addison, Henderson, Pacheco, Kirk, Tootin. Just he does have Danny Dimes. I mean, obviously he could drop Danny Dimes. It doesn't sound like he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could honestly drop Pacheco, but you got Fields and Danny Dimes. I'm starting Fields and I'm just dropping Danny Dimes.
Yeah. Because
You
think
can
of it
pick
this way:
You can pick Danny Dimes up again next week if you really want to.
yeah, I was gonna say the thing is you're like, well, I don't want to drop him. He's been so good. Well, if you like Danny Dimes so much, then just start him and don't have a second quarterback, right? you know.
Exactly.
Uh, So I mean, look, Kirk is droppable. You don't have to have him, but if you really want to hold Dimes, you could do that. Trent Thompson needs a quarterback, 2, 2, 1, and 1 flex between Kyron. Have Daniels. Wait, what? Is it supposed to be Caleb Williams? I wonder if that's supposed to be Caleb Williams because it says has Daniels, and he started with it.
Yeah, hopefully that's Caleb Williams, and you're starting him.
Okay. Pickens, Myers, AJ Brown, Judy, Coleman, Barkley, Hubbard, Etienne Swift, Pitts, or Bowers.
I gotta go Bowers over Pitts. Gonna go AJ Brown, Jacoby at wide receiver. Gonna go Barkley. I mean, Etienne and Chuba both have tough spots this week, but I think I have them like in the same tier. These decisions.
With Etienne and Hubbard, I view them a little differently. Like, Hubbard's going to get probably more touches, and he's going to get you that floor. And Etienne is more like all or nothing, right? He's a little more volatile. He could rip off that long run, could score, but if he doesn't, you're going to be disappointed. So to me, again, it's almost a little floor ceiling. Depends what you need.
Yeah.
I think with this squad and a 10-teamer, I would shoot for the ceiling. I'd just take a chance on Etienne.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I literally have them neck and neck. So, I mean, yeah, flip a coin here. Probably still flexing Pickens here, even though I don't love Pickens this week. I think he's better than like Chuba or Etienne, or Swift, whoever you don't start there. So let's go with that. Myers, AJ Brown, Barkley, Etienne, Pickens in the flex.
And I'm pretty sure Bowers at tight end.
Yeah, definitely Bowers at tight end.
All right. Alex Sanchez. Are we starting Pearsall since Jennings is active, or go T-Mac instead?
Nah, still going Pearsall. And there was okay. So remember last week we had like the conflicting reports with the Mika Igbukah, right? Rappaport saying no limitations, Schefter saying limited. Schefter now saying Jennings maybe limited. I don't know if it matters because Igbukah seemed to have a pretty nice game last week being limited.
So don't trust Schefter.
Wow. I just think, I mean, sometimes I think limited means like if it's not an obvious passing down, or like they're not, you know what I mean? Like they're going to run the football, or they're running like a power set. He's not going to be out there because like why have Jennings? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he'll be out there for the snaps we want him out there for, which is when he could get targets. But that being said, I'm still fully confident starting Ricky Pearsall this week.
Yeah. It's such a good matchup against the Jags. It's not like Pearsall only thrives when Jennings is out. I mean, obviously it's better for him, but I still like Pearsall a bunch. And yeah, like you said, it's a good point when they say limited. First of all, Schefter's probably going with the information he was fed by the front office of this team. That's what they want everybody to hear, right? So whether that's because they're actually being honest, or that's what they want everybody to hear, there's that. But also, let's say guys, snap rate goes from 90% to 70%. You could still get 8 targets on those 60% or 70% of your routes as opposed to 90%. Like the target share doesn't always act accordingly with the snap rate. So all right, have Roman Igbukah in the other 2 slots. That's fine. Going against Mariota needs to be sharp. That's fine.
Yeah, always terrifying when you're facing Marcus Mariota.
You can have one of those games. Mike Altawheel, good morning. Got Jacobs for Kyron, and one guy dropped Laporta just because, Laporta been so horrible. Yes, pick him up, but drop Juwan Johnson. I still think
there's got to be somebody else. I mean, maybe there's not. Look, some of these shallow leagues. I mean, if Laporta's getting dropped, it's got to be a shallow league.
True.
but I gotta think like you don't have somebody on your bench that's more of like a dart throw stash type of guy.
Yeah. Hopefully you can drop someone else, but if not, I mean, I still think I got to go Laporta over John Johnson. Jesse De Leon needs 2, 2, and 1 flex. Henry, Judkins, Cook, Genty, Sutton, Pickens, Diggs, DK. Well, too late for DK. Start DK and Monty.
Yeah. You got to go Henry. You got to go Henry, James Cook. Like that's a must. Sutton, Pickens. I'm gonna flex Judkins. I mean, I'm assuming if DK's in your lineup, obviously great. Congrats. I'm gonna flex Judkins here. So I'm gonna go Henry, James Cook, Judkins with Pickens and Sutton. Assuming DK's not in. If DK's in, then just go. I'll still flex Judkins. I'll just obviously Sutton.
And then wants to know, should I trade Henry for Neighbors? And this, you got good running backs.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I mean, you don't really have a true wide receiver one. I mean, you still have James Cook, Ashton Genty, Judkins. I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and Monty. Man, yeah, deep at running back. So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
To be fair for Jesse, also, you're like, yeah, DK's already playing, but this question was posted a half hour before the game. We're still just catching up to questions that were before we got on live, so that's why. Robert Perky, good morning. All right, this is just quarterbacks, and we've done all the flexes here. What order for these quarterbacks? Jones, Nix, Fields, Geno, Purdy.
I would go. Oh man, this is actually tough. I think I would go Nix, Fields, Purdy, Geno. But I mean, the Nix Fields is tough for me. But I mean, Nix at home against the Bengals. I think I'm going to go Nix Fields, Purdy, Geno.
Yeah, and Nix, like, well, he's been bad, objectively bad in terms of his passer rating and all that. He's still done something for fantasy, but it's the matchup. I agree. Nix can get better. He should get better. Fields definitely has the highest ceiling, but also there's no guarantee. 2 flex questions. Genty or Pearsall? This is PPR. And Pickens or Pearsall? Maybe go Genty the first one and then Pearsall in the next, so you don't have to go Pearsall both.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't mind going Pearsall in both. But yeah, if you don't want Pearsall in both, you can go Genty Pearsall. I
like Pearsall, but this could be a good Genty game. It should be a good Genty game. Let's put it that way. All right, Justin O'Grady. Trade evaluation here. Good morning, Justin, by the way. Lamar and Marv for Chuba and Jacoby. Would you make that trade, or is it as lopsided as it sounds?
I mean, this. I mean, this is tough. Who's your other QB? Because it sounds like you're giving up Lamar and Marvin Harrison, right, to get Chuba and Jacoby.
I assume so. I don't know. I like looking at this. My instant gut reaction was the Lamar side, right? That's the better side. I don't think it's lopsided. Right. I think this could help another team depending on need, like you're saying. But yeah, I think the Lamar side's better.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jacoby. I like Chuba. It's tough giving up Lamar unless you have, well, I got, I have Justin, like maybe you drafted Justin Herbert late and you're like, well, I got Justin Herbert. Then maybe, but I feel like you should get more.
Yeah, at this point, Chuba is like, he's solid, but is he really going to push your team to championship levels? It doesn't look like it. So that's the thing. Like maybe exactly. If it was a better running back, that might help. All right, what about Alan Wendling? Should I trust Adams or go with Pickens? Now, Adams is in, but are you concerned at all because of the lingering injury?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's a concern. Obviously, we don't know. It's a great spot. I mean, Adams could go off here. I mean, I guess if you want to play it safer with Pickens, you could go with Pickens. Can we even call Pickens safe? I don't know.
It's not a word I would use for Pickens, but I would just go Adams. We go upside, right?
Yeah.
Pickens is always risky in a different way, not because of injury. So I would go Adams. Santiago is a new member. Thank you, Santiago. Good morning. Pick 3 to flex. Golden, London, Sutton, Etienne, Scattaboo.
I think London and Sutton have to be the top 2 here. Then I may be irrationally high on Scattaboo this week, but I think I'm going to go Scattaboo for the 3rd.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We talked about Etienne's matchup this week is not great. So I think that's fine. What about Mark Bone? Good morning. Okay, the question is here. Well, actually, there's 2 questions. Let's do this. Needs 3 receivers and 2 flex between Nico Pickens, Shakir, Pittman, Mooney, Ayo Minor, and Swift and Tillman.
Well, you got to go Nico. I think Pittman's my second choice. And I think I still got to go Pickens over guys like Mooney, Iomanor, and Shakir. So Nico, Pickens, Pittman would be my 3 wide receivers. Flex. I think Shakir should be one of your flexes. I mean, can I put like Mooney or Iomanor or Tillman over Swift yet? I mean, I know Swift hasn't been great, but he's still getting most of the touches. He catches some passes. He could score. It's a good matchup this week. I think I got to go Shakir and Swift at the flexes.
Well, I'm pretty out on Tillman. I don't really see a reason to start him right now. Just not because of him personally, just because of that offense and the matchup. So, yeah, Iomanor is like maybe, but I guess we'll give Swift one more chance. He also marks tight end question here: Strange or Ingram? Ingram is in. It is the Bengals. It almost tempts me because even though it didn't happen for Strange. Ironically, in what was it, week 2 against the Bengals? The Bengals this year are one of the worst, and last year they were the worst against tight ends specifically. That said, how much do we really trust Ingram?
Well, it's hard to trust Ingram after the start to the season, but it sounds like, according to what the coaches have said, he's full go, fully healthy, should be fine. So, I mean, Brenton Strange, like, what are we... Like, let's say Brenton Strange doesn't score a touchdown. What are we really getting from Brenton Strange? Like 3 or 4 catches, 5 catches maybe. Let's just go Ingram against the Bengals.
Yeah, and actually thinking about it, here's the other thing. I keep saying tough matchup. Jags get the 49ers. 49ers going back last year and the year before, I feel like a while now because they have that great linebacker crew. They're always one of the toughest against tight ends. So I think just go Ingram here too. Okay, John dropped a super chat. Thank you, John. I didn't see a question attached. If I do see a question, I'll put it up. If for some reason your question didn't go through, because again, YouTube sometimes acts weird, you can just post your question again and we'll get to it when it comes up. You don't have to super chat it again. Paul Venditti. Ferg or Kraft?
Yeah. How many? Who would think we'd be getting these questions? I think you got to go Kraft against the Cowboys, but I mean, Berg's been great. But Kraft against the Cowboys, I think I got to chase that.
Yeah, exactly. We've been saying Kraft with this matchup because of the defense. Flex, Ted, Igbuka, or Pickens?
I'm going Igbuka here. I know I'm a little worried about Quinyon Mitchell, but at the same time, like, I feel like Godwin's going to be limited. I don't think Sterling Shepard's getting 10 targets in this game. This should be a good Igbuka game.
I really hope Sterling Shepard doesn't get 10 targets in this game, but now that you put it out in the universe, I realize it is possible because that's how fantasy football works.
Yes.
What's up, Phil? Top of the morning to you as well. Phil the Vibe needs wide receiver 1 and 2 and a flex. Pearsall, Keenan, Worthy, Higgins, Pittman, Thornton of Kansas City, or Franklin. It's just the first 3. Well, the Pittman's in there.
Yeah, but I think I still go Pearsall, Keenan, Worthy over Pittman. So yeah, first three.
All right, first three it is. And then we got C. Lewis 74. Terry is out, which means we're down to the stashes. Turpin, McCaffrey, or Bill?
Ah.
Not even bye weeks.
Serious. I think I'll go Bill. He's playing. I mean, I don't know, but he's had a knee injury all week. But I mean, can I really put Luke McCaffrey in?
Not with great confidence, no.
I mean, Turpin's not a terrible option here. Like, Packers do give up a lot of underneath stuff. I think I just go Bill though, but I gotta be honest. This could go anyway here.
Yeah. Probably just go Bill and hope for a touchdown. I'll say Turpin. Yeah, obviously I talked about Turpin and McCaffrey in the stash video. McCaffrey could do something. He could do something. I'm okay if you want to go McCaffrey over Bill in full PPR. Turpin is just not a good matchup. It's the Packers. All right, Cassie 420. This is no PPR.
All right,
Puka Rome, Henry, Bucky, Kyron. On the bench are guys like Sutton, Tet, Scatterboot, Judkins. Any changes?
I mean, I like Judkins more than Kyron this week, but totally fine just rolling with Kyron. Like, I mean, maybe in non PPR, I would put Judkins over Kyron Kyron over Judkins because touchdowns are so massive in non PPR. Kyron's got a better chance to score, so yeah. I mean, I know Sutton, but again, I mean, Kyron's a running back. It's just hard not to start a running back in non PPR like Kyron. So I think you're good. I think you're good with what you got.
Yeah, no changes here. I will just say, just looking at this, especially non PPR for a 10-teamer, this is it's a hell of a team. This is stacked. You got Scatterboot and Judkins on the bench. Yeah,
I know.
You should definitely be I'm not going to say you're going to win it all, but pressure. Pick three: Keenan, Chase, Pearsall, Igbuka. Got to sit one basically.
Well, I do like Igbuka, but I think I'm sitting Igbuka here. Like, not ready to sit Chase. Keenan's been so good. I like Pearsall. Yeah. Igbuka, Pearsall close for me, but I think it's because maybe Quinion Mitchell, I'll sit Igbuka.
Yeah, this one's tough. You're still starting Chase. All right. Also, since no JD, Penix, Young, or Dart? Take a Dart throw.
Those are some choices. I'll just go with Penix. Is like, oh man, don't want him. No to all.
Yeah. If I'm betting on the bounce back week for Atlanta, I'll reluctantly go Penix. Andres Huerta. In the 10-teamer, Caleb or Fields?
Caleb.
And Caleb, I like Fields also, but riskier. Hall, Hampton, Nico, Jason, Bowers, Flex, and Garrett Wilson. I think that's pretty good. Let's see. London's on the bench. Juwan Johnson's on the bench. That's pretty much it.
But you can't. I mean,
you're
good. London on your bench. This is deep stacked team.
Yeah, this is another really good 10-teamer. Yeah, you can't change anything out. Your lineup is too good, basically. That's the problem. It's a problem. Moises has a quarterback problem with JD out again. Got Mariota, but, well, you can't go Wentz anymore, which is probably a good thing because Carson Wentz just threw an interception. He's doing okay, but Goff, Stafford, or Dart? Just go Mariota here or go Goff?
I don't know. Can I put Mariota in over Goff? I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
I can't do it. I'm going Goff.
Needs a flex. JMO to stack. Golden, Braylon Allen, Tucker, Ollie Gordon.
I mean, these guys are all boom bust, except Braylon Allen, who's just kind of bust. I'll go Matthew Golden against the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm not going to force the JMO stack here because of the matchup. So let's go Golden. All right. Thomas. Harvey, Ollie, Bill, or drop Spears for Marks?
I'm okay dropping Spears for Marks, but not to start him. I mean, I'll just start Bill here out of these guys, but I'm okay dropping Spears for Marks. Yeah, Spears could come back next week, but let's see what Marks does this weekend. I mean, if he doesn't do anything, I'm sure you can drop Marks for Spears next week. I doubt anybody's like, oh, Tajay Spears on the waiver wire.
Yeah, what he's coming back to is another league worst team in offense. So
yeah,
let's do both. Yeah, start Bill, but also drop Spears for Marks. At least Houston, there is possible comeback, right? Their offense could get better, I think. We'll see. Speaking of dropping, Kyle Singer dropping the like. Appreciate that. Thank you, Kyle. And so we're getting to the chats from after we first went live and gave the injury news. Son of Mr. Vengeance, taking it really hard, fell to his knees at the Walmart hearing De'Ami Brown is questionable. It's a tough way to start the day. I know.
Tough way.
Don't worry, things. What does this thing say? You can get through this. Is that what the bumper sticker says?
Yes.
Kyle Singer. Shakir, Godwin, Dobbs, pick 2.
I'm going to go Shakir and Dobbs here. I just think Godwin too risky. Too risky first game back. Shakir and Dobbs.
Yeah, we're not rolling Godwin out. Alexander's channel, welcome back. Judkins or Devontae Adams?
It's PPR. I think you got to go Adams. If you're worried about the hamstring, like, ooh, I don't know, then you can go Judkins. Judkins should be fine this week, but it's PPR. I'm going to go Adams.
Yeah. Adams is clear. Should have a big game. Go Adams. Tim Jenkins, guitar. Sutton, Wilson, Neighbors, Pittman. Rank them this week. Starting Jones. That's fine. Do we stack Pittman in there? No.
No. Rank them. I'm going to go Neighbors. Neighbors, Wilson, Sutton. Neighbors, Sutton, Wilson. Yeah, you could talk me into either of those. Pittman.
With Sutton, Wilson is tough because they both have such good matchups, right? It's like, which is worse, the Bengals defense or the Dolphins defense? But I feel better about Garrett Wilson's target share because he's literally the only guy they have to throw to. And so I would put him a little bit ahead of Sutton. But again, it's like, yeah, Pittman is last on this list. All right. Still doing super chats, by the way. We're just now getting to the comments from after we went live about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. This will always get put on the screen. Sorry, but thank you, Danny. Not because you're a Dolphins fan, but how about them Canes? Yes.
Did they win again?
No, they were off this week, but there's no reason you can't just say how about the Canes. But how about them Seminoles? Yeah, that's really tough, man. Losing to Virginia. That's gonna be tough. I don't know what that's like. Sean Howard. Week 4, Tyreek, Sutton, or QJ?
I think you got to go Sutton here. I mean, at home against the Bengals. Yeah, let's go Sutton.
Yeah, we just talked up Sutton's matchup. So there you go. Can't believe I'm saying this, but it's tough to bench Quentin Johnson. But sometimes you got to do it.
It kind of is, honestly.
Really. It's true. Sway Evans. Purdy or Stroud? Is Stroud really an option?
Come on, I can't start CJ Stroud right now. Purdy.
It's not Stroud. Pearsall or Ted? We're going Pearsall.
Pearsall.
Chris Matthews. 10-teamer needs one running back, two receivers, and a flex. Hubbard, Etienne, Judkins, Pickens, BTJ, Nico, Olave, Higgins.
All right. Running back is going to be Judkins for me. I think you got to go Nico. I'm going to put BTJ second at wide receiver. Olave or Pickens at the flex. I think I like Pickens a little more. Like Olave is certainly safer if you just want a floor, but Pickens at least has some upside. I'm gonna go Pickens here. So Judkins at running back, Nico, BTJ, Pickens.
Sounds good. And by the way, just for those who are doing the right thing and not watching that game, which is totally not worth watching, and watching here instead, it is almost halftime. It's 14-6. You're not missing too much. This is why, when we're like, Justin Jefferson, I don't know. It got Carson Wentz. 8 catches, 97 yards, and it's not even halftime. So this is why you start a guy like Justin Jefferson. just saying. Quick one here. Stanley Krapinski. Jennings is questionable. No, Jennings is in. Even if he was out, I would still probably put him in over Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yes.
To be fair. Okay, but we were up on Juju. Juju actually had some stats the last couple of weeks, but Worthy's back. Okay. Blue Leafs in half. Please rank McMillan, Pearsall, Pittman, Worthy, Ridley, Chase Brown.
I'm going to go Pearsall 1, Worthy 2, Pittman 3, Tet 4, Chase Brown 5, Ridley 6.
Yeah, no arguments there. Speaking of McMillan, Alexander's channel wants to know, would you trade Hill for McMillan?
Yeah, I would do that. Ted McMillan can get better as the season goes. I don't think Tyreek Hill's getting better.
And even though the last 2 weeks, apparently he's behaved and the Dolphins have done something, those warnings, those red flags, they haven't completely disappeared, right? It's not like he couldn't at some point. This team still hasn't won, right? It's not at some point he could just be like, all right, I'm out. I want out. It's not like all of a sudden he's become a safe play. All right. By the way, I know we put our member questions up. Justin is saying, good morning again. How are our fantasy teams doing? Honestly, I know I speak for Chris as well. I don't even know. I don't think I even know.
I was looking through, because I usually go through. I think, I don't know how many draft lane leagues we're in.
A lot.
17, 18, something like that.
Well, the first 2 weren't numbered. So I think technically it's 19 or 20.
Okay, 19 or 20. Pretty sure the vast majority I'm either 2-1 or better. But I do have some 0-3 teams. I mean, you're going to have that, right? You're going to have, that's the thing. You're going to have some teams, where you're like, whoops, I drafted a bad team.
It happens. It definitely happens. Everything looks much clearer in hindsight. But no, I don't know, because I check my waiver. I do waivers. If I need to, I'll do my lineups for every league. But I don't look at the standings all the time. So I don't really know where I'm at. Maybe at some point I'll check the standings. But I'm just keep going. All right, Julio. Let's keep going here. Still strong for flex. Pickens over T-Mac, Pollard, or Monty. I think so.
Yeah, I still flex him over those guys. I don't know if I feel strongly about Pickens this week, but I mean, he should get the targets, right? The targets should be there. And it's not the Packers have a good defense, but it's not like they have Pat Surtain on the other side or something.
Right. But also, look, let's compare him to a guy like the current Pittsburgh receiver took his place, DK Metcalf. He can always hit that home run, right? The 80-yard touchdown. Yep. He could do that, even in a bad matchup. He's the kind of guy who could always do that, even when you don't expect him to. So there's that. Cam. Flex Swift, Jennings, or Trey Tucker?
think you got to go Jennings here. He's playing. It's a good matchup against the Jags. I think you got to go Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings here. He is in. He's clear. All right, Santiago again. Flex 3, Golden, London, Sutton, Etienne, Scattaboo. Could drop one to pick up Jennings because Jennings is just out there, but I don't know who you would drop.
Yeah, you can't drop any of these guys.
Maybe Golden, but that was it.
Ooh.
I know.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to drop Golden.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to just have Jennings out there, but this must be a shallow league.
Yeah, I'm going to flex Sutton, London, Scattaboo here.
There you go. Richard Terry was offered Mike Evans for Judkins. Are you taking Evans?
I think this comes down. I mean, certainly if Evans was healthy, I would absolutely take Evans. So if you're in a position where you're like, hey, I don't need Mike Evans for potentially the next few weeks, I'm deep at running back, right? I can get by without Judkins. Like, look, a lot of people just picked up Judkins off the waiver wire a week or two ago, right? So he's probably not like your starting running back here. I think I'm good with this. Now, if you need Judkins, or you need to win, like you need to start winning, like you're 0-3, and Evans isn't going to help you potentially for 3 more weeks, then maybe I don't do this. But as long as you're okay waiting on Evans, I think I still prefer Evans here.
Yeah, again, got to think long term. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Judkins realistic play isn't the RB2 starting RB in any team because of where he was. I wouldn't even say drafted, right? Picked up. So if he's like your RB4, or maybe you have an RB3 who's just as good, yeah, let's do it. All right. Sorry, still don't know how to say this username.
Yeah, we're not going to ever figure out this username.
I don't know if it even lets me. I would copy and paste and translate, but I don't think it lets me on here. So, all right. What is that thing? The Google Lens or something where it's like take a picture? All right. No time for that. 2 flex. Golden, Devonta Smith, Kirk, Jennings, Wandale. 2 of them.
You know what? I'm just going to go Jennings and Golden, honestly, here. Like, I feel like I'm always lower than everybody on Devonta Smith, and he can always do what he did last week, but if the Bucs aren't forcing the Eagles to throw the ball a ton, like I don't know if they're going to this week, then we're probably not going to see a big Smith game unless he scores a touchdown. But Golden, I think against the Cowboys could score. I'm just going to go Jennings and Golden.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean about Devonta Smith. He's always one of those volatile receivers. Let's put it that way, right? He's always going to be either almost all or nothing, I would say. So Jennings, great matchup here. Let's take a chance on Gold. Okay, C. Lewis, and we did a question before. Got a membership here. Thank you, C. Lewis. Appreciate you. Next, we have Droid209T Turpin Shahid, because here's the thing. It's one of those 0.1 points per kick return and punt return. Yes, that does make a difference.
Yeah, but then we look at this and Shahid doesn't even. Oh, jeez.
I think this makes me pick Turpin.
Oh, hold on. How many? Because I don't even know. Again, I don't even know his. Because I don't ever look at punt kick return stats. Like, because again, it's only 0.1 per yard, which I guess is significant because that's what, like 10 yards is a point, like a running back or a wide receiver, right?
Yeah, it's significant enough. I mean, the issue here, normally you just say T. Higgins, but we don't want to start T. Higgins if we can help it.
Actually, I'm looking at it now. He in the 3 games so far, he has 81 yards of kickoff return, 100 yards of kickoff returns, and 49 yards. So, I mean, they're talking like 5 points. Plus, I mean, he didn't have any punt return yards in week 1. Not sure why. 2 in week 2, but he had 28 last week. It's like 7 points just from punt return yards. And he could, I think you got to go Turpin here.
And then keep in mind, he's going to be more involved as a receiver with CD out. So yeah, it definitely makes a difference. All right, Turpin it is. Jay Ollie, Trey Tucker, or Troy Franklin?
I'm going to take a chance on Troy Franklin against the Bengals.
Yeah. Can I feel a little better about Trey Tucker's target share because Franklin's a little more up and down, but man, that matchup, right? Like it's that matchup. And I did mention this last week. Everyone's like, Troy Franklin did nothing. That's true. He didn't do much, but he was targeted in the end zone, right? Just didn't connect. And he was targeted like at the 5-yard line right in front of the end zone. They were trying to get him the ball. They were trying to get him a touchdown. So I still encouraged enough there.
He ran the second most routes. Oh, also, forgot to put this on the sheet, but I saw like yesterday Marvin Mims popped up on the injury report.
Yeah.
So,
and that was late in the week, right? Was it just yesterday or?
Yeah, yesterday. Because remember they play Monday, so yesterday was like their Friday.
There you go, Troy Franklin breakout game part 2. You heard it here.
Let's not go crazy, but
okay, all right. We'll try to keep it reasonable. Felix Tab, Jennings, Godwin, DJ Moore, or T. Higgins. I guess we just need one.
I'm going Juwan Jennings here against the Jaguars. Again, Godwin just feels too risky. DJ Moore has been like whatever. Higgins, yeah, just give me Jennings.
Yeah, let's go Jennings here. Familiar name here, Trone Force. Come on, is this for real? He says he's got both DK and Gainwell going off for him. You actually started Kenneth Gainwell. Is that what you're telling me?
I wouldn't say Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, DK is going off for you. I wouldn't say Kenneth Gainwell is going off. He scored.
He scored a touchdown. Maybe it looked like he was going to go off after the first quarter.
Which I will say this. If you started Kenneth Gainwell, you're like, thank goodness, right? You're like, okay, I guess that's going off. I think that's going off.
For it's all relative. For him, that is going off because he actually scored more than like 2 points. Hey, that's awesome. Zaire, Baker, or Caleb? I can pretty easily go Caleb here this week.
Yeah, definitely Caleb.
And then second, sleeper QBs, Knicks or May. That one might be a little closer. Just go Knicks based on the matchup. May's at home, also gets a pretty good matchup, but let's go Knicks.
Yeah, Knicks at home against the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if Knicks is bad this week, then we're probably in like panic mode on Knicks.
Yes. Oh, definitely. He'll probably be if he has a bad game, he should be the cover boy of the panic video. All right, let's get to remember here, Sabir Husani traded right before he didn't play. Jalen Warren and McMillan for Sutton. Was it too much?
I don't know if it's too much. Maybe a little bit. I mean, it certainly hurts with Jalen Warren not playing today. You're like, oh, come on. But like, it's not like Jalen Warren's out for the season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think Jalen Warren is a big factor here. It's a guy who's usable, but I think this comes down to who do you think is going to be better rest of the season in the playoffs, McMillan or Sutton? And I think that's pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give the edge to Sutton. He's a vet. We've seen what he can do. But McMillan still has potential here. So I don't think it's I don't think you're going to look back on this with regret or anything.
No, probably not. It's pretty comparable. I think it's fine. It's not a big overpay or anything. So your other players, Benson, Judkins, I mean, look, again, you're not like stacked at running back. You really hope that Henderson comes through and Harvey comes through. But again, if you have to ride Jalen Warren as your starting running back the rest of the season, I mean, look, you're just probably not going to win anyways. That's all I'm saying. That's just
Jalen Warren's serviceable.
He's okay. Well, it's serviceable.
He can't be any worse than like these other guys have been, except Judkins. Judkins be good.
At least there's upside. I mean, come on. It's like, at the end of the year, you don't give award to the most serviceable player of the year. You just don't.
Well,
Damian, I don't hate Jalen Warren. It's just what
Look,
did I say?
he played 78% of the snaps last week, so and I don't think Gainwell's done enough today to take over his job, although still
No, no. It's the offense, the situation. I think it's mid. Is mid still a thing? I don't hear it anymore.
I
But I'm
don't
gonna say
know.
I don't think it's a thing anymore. It's like 6'7".
Yeah, what the
Damian, don't ask. Damian Sanutsits has Igbuka, Keenan, Jacoby, and Nico.
Well, I don't know how many you need, but I would rank them Nico, Jacoby, Keenan, Igbuka, I think.
I mean, Nico's still a must. You have to start Nico. Yeah, these guys are all lumped together really close. Keenan, honestly, for me this week, the Chargers receivers are tough because it's hard to figure out what's going forward here. It's going to change. Like, it's possible Keenan doesn't score a touchdown. It's possible Lad McConkey does score a touchdown. I'm not as solid on a guy like Keenan as I am on a guy like Jacoby. But then it's like, how do you sit Keenan? I might put Igbuka last of this group, actually. All right. Phil now needs RB2 in a flex. Hampton or Hubbard. And then there's Keenan, Judy, BTJ, or whoever we don't choose.
I'm going to go Hampton, Keenan. Not completely out on BTJ this week, but I mean, Keenan's been so good. Why risk it with BTJ? Maybe this is the week BTJ goes off. But against that 49ers defense, we'll see. I'm going to go Hampton, Keenan.
Yeah, exactly. Keep saying that. BTJ is not a guy you just need to bench, but if you have a good enough other option, then you can bench him. What's up, Anthony? Good morning. Finally, I know. I feel like it's been a while. I've been busy, I guess. Needs a flex. Bill, Hollywood, Tootin, Chubb, or Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
It's going to force you to flex a tight end. It might. It might.
It might. With these choices, it might. Just go Hunter Henry and pray to the fantasy gods.
Yeah, I guess so. Hollywood hadn't been doing much, and now Worthy's back officially. Bill hasn't been doing much. Yeah, just go Hunter Henry. Carlos Z, good morning. Needs help at receiver. Ricky Debo, QJ, Tet Dobbs, just one. And then one running back between Genty, Hendo, Bill. I think it's got to be Genty there. And then a flex.
Yeah, definitely Genty at running back. All right, let's say we get one wide receiver, one flex. That's good. I'm going to go Pearsall, QJ.
There you go. Pearsall, Genty, flex, QJ. John Henry got the super chat in, and here is the question: Swift or Worthy?
Worthy. Definitely Worthy.
Yeah. It's PPR. I mean, even a non-PPR, I might go Worthy. Flowers or Pollard or Pearsall?
I mean, not Pollard. I got Flowers and Pearsall in the same.
This is tough. It's like you can never set Flowers as a must start because he's always got that 2-catch 31-yard game in him.
Right.
But he also always has that like 6-catch 120-yard game in him. So it's like you never know, right?
Yep.
He's like is it possible to have like a risky strong start? He's like the risky strong start.
Yes, he is. I don't know. I think I feel good enough about Pearsall with Purdy back. I'll go Pearsall here. But yeah, like you said, Flowers, Pearsall is a tough decision.
Yeah, I think what could push it over the edge here is not that it necessarily really matters with the Ravens, right? They just pick and choose who they're going to feature. And even against tough defenses, Flowers could have a big game, but against the Chiefs, that's a tough matchup. So let's go Pearsall in the smash spot. Ferguson and Kincaid.
Ferguson. I mean, yeah, like almost like who are you, like? No, wait, Kraft, Ferguson, or Kincaid?
Oh, I didn't even see Kraft.
I was gonna say This is another one.
Anyways,
Like, come on, guys. Can't you just have one of these guys and not have to think about this? How come you guys all have both these guys? How do you have all these tight ends? What are we doing here, John? I don't know. I guess Kraft because he gets the Cowboys, but man, it's hard to bench Ferguson right now. It's like how do you bench either of these guys? But Kraft gets the Cowboys. Ferguson
yeah,
gets
look,
the
if
target.
Ferguson has at least a good game here, to trade him. Try to trade him for something, right? This one's a little easier. Sutton or Tet? Going Sutton.
Yeah, Sutton.
What about Rumble Bunny? Flexing Higgins. Okay. You got Booty, Fannin, Ollie, Monangai, Wandale, Chris Rodriguez, or Bashal Tootin.
Yeah, I don't think I could put these guys over T. Higgins. Let's just start T. Higgins and hope for the best.
Yeah, like we really don't want to start T. Higgins, but I mean the only one. Look, Chris Rodriguez, you're just hoping for a touchdown, right? T. Higgins could score a touchdown. It's possible. Wandale, no, not with Jackson Dart, not yet. Just go Higgins. Did you see the thing with Jamar Chase said? Because like T. Higgins isn't getting the ball, he told him, if you want the ball, go ask for it. So, okay, do you think he's gonna ask for it?
I don't know. Like what?
That's what he said. That's what he said. That he told the media this. I don't know why he's telling them. He told Higgins. He's like,
So like T. Higgins is like, hey Jake, can we talk? Hey, I want the ball more. Like what is it? Come on. This is what I really think these guys honestly just say stupid stuff to the media sometimes. No, for real. Because I mean, look, I understand like the media is important. Like if you don't have the media, no one's gonna like right. If there's no media reporting on anything, we're not gonna nobody's gonna care. But like these some of these questions these media guys ask are just so dumb, right? It's like how do you get the ball to T. Higgins more? What do you mean? How do you get the ball to T. Higgins more? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the question was, but sometimes I think the players just like say stupid stuff just to mess with the media. I really do. Like, go ask for it. What do you mean? Go ask? Like, go knock on the coach's door. Hey, coach. Like you're in Pop Warner. Hey, coach.
Yeah.
My dad told me to come talk to you because I want the ball more.
My dad says I should be the quarterback.
Right? Come on, these are professional athletes. Like he doesn't need to go talk to the quarterback to get the ball more.
Yeah, I think they got bigger issues than just that. Dion, how do we feel about Pearsall? Well, we already said we like Pearsall a lot. Alex could also start Keenan Allen or take a chance on London.
They're all I mean, geez. I mean, how do you not start Keenan Allen right now? He's getting so many targets. He's so involved. He's been so good. I mean, I like Pearsall. I would probably go Pearsall over Keenan, but I would hate man, how do you have all these guys?
But you know how this works.
One of these guys.
We talked about this. You know how this works. The guy who's been good is due for a bad game and vice versa. That's why London is due for a big game because that's how it works. Okay. Maybe don't take that advice too far. But anyways, I would go Pearsall here. Quanil Reddick. Hope I said that right. Or Quan Lee. Is that Quan Lee? Is that what it is? Quan Lee Reddick.
Yeah, it looks like Quan Lee.
I traded Warren, Pollard, and Chase for Rice, Lamb, Benson, and Purdy. What do you think?
Well, in a vacuum, I would say you smashed. I mean, you got Rice, Lamb. I mean, yeah, okay, you gave up Chase, but this isn't 101 Chase anymore. Warren not even playing this week. Pollard's okay. Now, on the downside, you say you're 1-2, and you cannot start Rice this week, and you cannot start Lamb this week. So hopefully you have good wide receivers to get you through. Because I think, long term, you smashed. It's just in the short term, like if you don't have Rice till week 7, if you don't have Lamb till week 7 or week 8, can you survive? Can you survive? That's the question here.
Exactly, and I don't know. I mean, look, Benson already played. Well, Warren didn't play, so whatever, right? And Pollard, not going to make or break your week. So for this week, probably doesn't really matter big time, but like you said, you're not getting Rice or Lamb for at least 2 more weeks, at least for Lamb. Who knows? Hopefully, just 2 more weeks. 1 and 2, you'll be okay though. I still like it. Josh Nelson have injuries. Joined the club. Full PPR. Needs 2 receivers in the flex. Tet, Pickens, Pearsall, Drake. So sit 1 basically. You're sitting.
I'm gonna sit Tet here again.
Tet.
Not 100%. Christian Gonzalez playing. I'm gonna sit Tet.
And then needs a running back, Monty or I guess Chase Brown.
Yeah, still, even though Monty's in a tough spot this week, I still got to go Monty. I mean, Chase Brown's in a tough spot every week just because of his offense.
Exactly. And so we see at least something better. Daniel Hart, flex Adams, JMO, Tootin, or Golden.
Still got to go Adams here.
Yeah,
can't be so worried about the hamstring. I bench him for these guys.
This has got to be Adams for sure. All right, Eli, Antoine, 2 quarterbacks, half PPR. We got Caleb and Fields. So I guess we need to start them both because it's a 2 QB league. Neighbors, Wilson, Olave, Chase Brown, Bijan, Juwan, Swift is at the flex. Here's the bench. Got Higgins, Ridley, Tracy, Ollie, Mandrews, Dart, Jaden Reed. So what's a trade suggestion here?
Yeah, I mean, I see why your team is killing you. You got Chase Brown, T. Higgins, Swift. Like, yeah, you got some. But, I mean, you got Caleb Williams, Justin Fields healthy. I mean, I don't even know who did you start at your QB2 last week, or did you not? Did you start, I assume, Superflex? Did you start like a position player? That probably killed you. I mean, what are we going to do here, though? Like, yeah, I mean, Joe Burrow going down, like, just crushed this team, right? Crushed it. I mean, you got Juwan and Andrews. I mean, this probably would have been a good time to try to flip Andrews for something.
True. Yeah, that's the Bengals. Bengals are killing you because they're not. Sorry. No, I was just saying the Bengals are killing you because not only they're not getting points, but they have no trade value now, or at least almost none.
Exactly. Like, what are you getting? What are you getting for these guys right now? So, yeah, I don't know. I probably would have been trying to trade high on Andrews if I could have.
Well, still got an hour and a half.
I mean, yeah, true. You can send out a bunch of offers and hope. I mean, look, it's a good time probably to sell high on Jackson Dart too. I know it's 2 QB, you don't want to, but I mean, if you could package Andrews and Jackson Dart and get like a wide receiver or a running back upgrade, not a bad time to do it before, Andrews goes out there and only has 1 catch again, or Jackson Dart goes out there and looks terrible. But again, The game started in like an hour and a half, so. But look, maybe Andrews and Dart look pretty good this week. I don't know.
Yeah, things could change. I mean, a guy like Swift maybe has a good game, does something that could boost his value. Chase Brown might revive his value somehow by scoring a touchdown. So let's kind of have to wait and see here, right?
Yeah.
All right. Fellow Wu-Tang aficionado, Lex Diamonds. What's up? Flex, Golden, T-Mac, Myers, or A.O. Manor?
I think you got to go Jacoby Myers here. Good spot for Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, I like Myers. Ben Howerton. BTJ, Brees, Keon at the flex.
I still got to go BTJ here.
Yeah, I think Brees should be in a good spot, but I go BTJ. And then a tight end, Fannin or Ertz. It's got to be Ertz.
You can't play Fannin. Yeah, Ertz.
And then now Phil. needs a wide receiver 2 and a flex. Neighbors, Adams, T-Mac, Pearsall, Bills. Come on. There's no way. There's no way somebody dropped Neighbors.
All right, well, Neighbors is going to be my wide receiver too, because why not? And I'm still going to flex Adams, but I will say if you're nervous about the hamstring, Pearsall's fine at the flex.
Like if that person is brand new to fantasy football, okay, then you know what? You already got the treasure here. You got to educate him, Phil. Do him a favor so that you at least have a competitive league. This man has been playing fantasy football for more than 2 years. He needs to just be out, right? Just done. Like there's no excuse. He's not allowed to play. Your fantasy football license has been revoked. All right. Let's get to football time. Sounds appropriate. Half needs either Travion or Hubbard.
Oh, Travion. Travion's a tough one this week, but I think with Chuba playing, I mean, not a great spot for Chuba this week, but we know he's going to get the touches. He'll catch passes. I think you got to go Chuba here.
Yeah, agree. Go Chuba and then flex. Pick 2. Igbuka, Tet, or Bowers. This is.
I mean, Igbuka's got to be one. It's just, do I flex Bowers over Ted? I mean,
I think
Michael Mayer is out, so maybe.
That's true. That's true. Into the Bears. I mean, like I don't love it either, but I think I'm going Bowers.
Yeah, I think I'm going Bowers.
Yeah. All right, Aaron K. Pick 3: Drake, Neighbors, Sutton, Igbuka. Not Io Manor. So those first 3, 4. Who sits?
Yeah, but I think, well, I might go Igbuka. I know you're higher on London than me. I'm just so worried about Penix, but I might go Neighbors, Sutton, Igbuka just because I feel better about Igbuka's. I mean, I guess London's target share, but I'd rather catch passes from Baker. But London, Igbuka close. I think you got to start Neighbors, Sutton, and then it comes down to Igbuka or London.
Yeah, I acknowledge the risk with Drake London not having a big game, but I don't think it's a guarantee Igbuka has a big game either against the Eagles. I'm going to go the first 3 for the upside here, but I'm okay if you want to go Igbuka over London. It's going to be your call, Aaron. Jordy. Full PPR, the 1 to 3. 1 flex, Pickens, Flowers, or Scatterboo.
Well, he just talked about Flowers, one of these guys. Sure, he could have that 2 catch, 20, 30 yard game, or he could have that 8 catch, 150 yard and a touchdown game. I don't want that on my bench. I'm going Flowers.
Gonna go Flowers here too. Yeah. Moises, Keenan, or Jacoby.
I'm going to go Jacoby this week. Yeah, just think too much upside against the Raiders. It's a great spot for Jacoby.
Yeah, this was a close one too. Go Jacoby. C. Hicks, pick 2. Tet, Wandell, Worthy, Ayo.
Well, here I will say yes to Tet and Worthy. Well, I mean, Wandale with Dart, we don't know. We don't know what we're going to get. Io Manor, like touchdown or bust. I'll go Tet or Worthy, and then I like Juwan Johnson, but I'm not ready to start him over Brock Bowers. Yeah, let's go Brock Bowers.
Yeah, go Brock Bowers. And then Poke Ronan. Pick 1. Chubbert, Pearsall. Come on.
Like Nick Chubb? Nah, come on. Pearsall.
Definitely Pearsall. Lee Steigert. McMillan, Kamara, or Keenan.
I think you gotta go Keenan here. He's been so good. Just keep rolling with Keenan.
Yeah, go Keenan. Santiago again. Dimes, Dak, or T-Law?
I'll just go Dimes.
Yeah, not a great spot for Dak, especially with CD out. We have a Falcons fan.
All right.
0-2. Sutton or McMillan?
Sutton. At home against the Bengals, Sutton.
Yeah, go Sutton. And then
It's weird.
Salvatore
It says
Lopez.
Falcons fan, but it looks like his avatar is an eagle.
That does look quite a bit like an eagle, doesn't it? Think about that. Salvatore Lopez.
Maybe it's a Falcon. I don't know.
Godwin, Henry, Golden, Worthy, 2 of them in half.
Is that Derrick Henry? Hunter Henry?
That does make a difference. If it's King Henry, then again, the disrespect is just...
Yes. If it's Derrick Henry, I'm going Henry and Worthy. If it's Hunter Henry, I'm going Worthy and Golden.
Gabriel Sosa, good morning. Thank you, Gabriel. Got Bijan, good. Brees or Kamara?
Bills have been terrible against the run, but I do worry Kamara gets game scripted out, and he's not he caught a ton of passes in week 2. That's it. But Brees, it was so close. I think I'm just gonna. I think I'm going Kamara here, but I can see us going either way.
Well, I'm leaning Brees for upside because it gets the Dolphins. This is a little floor ceiling ish. Pick 2 receivers and the flex. AJ Brown, Michael Pittman, DJ Moore, Waddle, Golden, Worthy.
I'm going to go AJ Brown, Worthy, a wide receiver. It doesn't say if it's PPR or not. I don't know. I think I like Pittman enough. I'm flexing Pittman.
Yeah, these guys are all really close. I mean, Moore isn't a great spot matchup-wise, but hasn't gotten enough usage. Waddles, whatever. Golden, a great matchup, but it's just unsure. So Pittman's probably your best choice. All right, now we got James Jones. Thank you, James. Got Puka. Needs 2 more receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. Got Ladd, Tet, Igbuka, Jennings, Olave, Kyron, Genti, Etienne, Mondre, Harvey.
All right, we're going to go Ladd and Igbuka at wide receiver. We're going to go Kyron, Genti at running back. I kind of want to flex Jennings here for the upside. Olave is fine if you just want a floor in PPR.
Yeah, I figured want to flex Jennings. Good with all that. All right, there you go, James. Now Felix Tav. Well, we can flex Jennings again, or Ferguson, or DJ Moore, or possibly Shakir.
I think I just go Jennings here. He's got upside. Like Ferguson's okay. DJ Moore, Shakir, okay. Let's take the upside with Jennings in a good matchup.
Yeah, I think now that we know he's in, let's go Jennings.
Carson Wentz, another interception.
Oh, here we go. The real Carson Wentz stand up. Man.
JJ McCarthy's ankle looking better and better by the snap.
Exactly. It's a miracle. Corey Wright. It's a 12-teamer. Needs to figure out who to start in the 3rd flex spot. Io Manor, Tyquan Thornton, Tillman, Judy.
I don't know. Maybe just go. I would say Thornton, except Worthy's back. Maybe just go Io Manor and hope he keeps scoring.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's, if you're picking a Browns receiver, you're just, you're settling. Basically, you're settling for not much. It's not looking good. So go Io Manor. He's been getting involved, and it's actually not a bad matchup. All right, Augustin Olvera, Caleb or Purdy?
think you got to go Caleb still. Like he's been good. It's been good. It's the Raiders. Got to go Caleb.
Yep. Going to run more, that's for sure. Start 2, Chase, Hill, Sutton, Devonta Smith. It's Jamar Chase, so got to start Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chase and Sutton.
Jason Sutton it is. Bandeezy. Pickens, Tet, or Jennings. So he's leaning Pickens.
Yeah, I'm leaning Jennings, but Pickens is fine. Like Pickens should get the targets. I just worry about that matchup against the Packers.
Right. It's either Pickens or Jennings here. Here's the difference: is Pickens now clearly the number 1 receiver there for Dallas, and Jennings, him and Pearsall kind of both, right? I don't even know how to call it 1A, 1B, whatever. But Pickens gets the Packers. It's not a great matchup. So there's definitely risk here. Jennings gets the Jaguars. So it depends what you're leaning toward, target share or matchup. If you're leaning Pickens, I think that's fine. I wouldn't argue with it. Short season. Hubbard or Worthy?
I think you got to go Worthy, especially in PPR.
Yeah. In PPR, go Worthy. Alexis Aguilar, Strange or Pitts?
I'll just go Pitts here, I guess. I don't know. Does it matter? At the end of the day, is it even going to matter?
Well, that's a depressing way to answer it. Like, all right, come on. Pitts could do something. Yeah, I agree. This is not a good matchup for Strange against the 49ers. Not good. So let's go Pitts. In the other league, Hunter. If it's Hunter Henry, definitely Henry over Strange.
Yeah, definitely Hunter Henry.
So no to Strange. Well, look, time to evaluate this again. Falcons fan. Pick 2. McMillan, Sutton, Keenan. Is it the same one? Probably not McMillan.
Yeah, I'm going to sit McMillan here.
All right. Let's get to Jagziel Aguirre. Goff or Purdy at quarterback?
I'm going to go Purdy. This is a tough spot for Goff this week. Even though he's at home, it is the Browns.
Yeah. I'm going to go Purdy here and then pick a receiver and the flex and a tight end between Olave, Jennings, Godwin, Io Manor, Chase Brown. Tight end is either Fannin or Okonkwo. I mean, I'll go Okonkwo here. He's been getting targeted. Fannin's declining. Okay, so one receiver, one flex between those guys. Picking the first 2, Olave and Jennings, based on targets. We're not feeling good about Godwin. I don't think Io Manor jumps over those first 2 guys either, right?
No, those first 2 guys.
Yeah. All right. And still got more super chats here. Burnstars 2. Thank you for the super chat. I don't see a question attached. Sometimes that happens. So if you did put a question separately in the chat, we'll put it up. So I'll look for it. But in the meanwhile, we'll keep going. And this feels like a good time because we're basically at kind of like halftime of our stream. We're about an hour and a half. You might notice while we're doing the questions on the stream, Chris is furiously working to answer questions on the app as well. Double duty, pulling double duty. So I don't know how you do that.
All right. Well,
we have
now Kenneth Gainwell's going off because he just scored his second touchdown. So congrats if you pivoted to Kenneth Gainwell.
Kenneth Gainwell.
He's got the ultimate fantasy football stat line of. Well, I guess he's got 57 yards. That's not horrible. And 2 touchdowns. Thought he had like 20 yards. He's got 57 yards. I guess that's not horrible.
And actually, I'm looking. He's got 4 catches too. He's having a pretty good game.
He's going off. All right, Kenneth Gainwell is now definitely going off. You started him. Congrats.
Right. That goes for all 0.1% of you because nobody started Kenneth Gainwell today except for Tron Force apparently. Anyways, that's how it works. But look, let's show you the Draft Lane app real quick one more time because we do get questions on there all the time. And let I'm going to make sure you know how this works. If you are brand new, you haven't tried Draftling yet, download it. It's a free download, App Store, Play Store. Just search Draftlane. And then if you're using it for the first time, you sign up, use code ENDGAME, you get 10 free credits, right? So totally risk-free. It's free and then risk-free to try. So you can ask your questions any time of the day or night, and we'll respond to you in a timely manner. So we got a couple start sit questions here. Let's do one of these, right? This is a Yahoo user. So since Draftlane syncs with both Yahoo and Sleeper, we can check out the roster. Wants to know who to start in the flex, Tet, Hill, or Kamara. And so let's see what the roster looks like. Got Josh Allen, Myers, and Tet at receiver. Interesting. Bucky and Achan. Got Kamara and Benson at the flex. Okay, so we got Tet at receiver. We got Kamara at flex. Oh, of course, DK's on the bench. That hurts.
Kamara, Tyreek Hill. I don't know. I think I go Kamara over Tyreek, personally.
All right. And also Tet over Tyreek.
Yeah. Still have Tet over Tyreek.
All right. Benson's locked into the other slot. And Pitts or Tyler Warren. Go Tyler Warren still.
Tyler Warren, definitely.
Okay. I won't be cruel. I'm not going to say start Metcalf. So
yeah, don't do that.
So no changes here, basically. No, this is IR, defense kicker, Thornton, Tootin. Okay, so we're not starting any bench players.
Well, too late for DK, unfortunately.
All right, so we're gonna say keep Tet and Kamara in there. No changes to this lineup. Okay. The one more here. Got starts it. Needs upside. Start JMO or Trey Tucker, and then Swift or Ramondre at the RB spot. Okay, so we got Hurts, London, and JMO is locked in at receiver. Swift is at RB. Got Henderson and Ramondre, and then Trey Tucker. And then there's Parker Washington and Woody Marks. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I still got to go Jameson over Trey Tucker, and I think you got to go Swift over Ramondre. Ramondre just too risky.
Yeah, at least Swift gets the Raiders. Okay, so the flex. We got Travion in there currently. I don't think we would put Ramondre over him. Trey Tucker or Parker Washington over Travion.
I don't know. I mean, Travion's so tough, right? Because we just don't know. Like, Mike Vrabel saying Ramondre Stevenson's not going to be disciplined or like lose touches or anything, but I don't know. I'll probably just leave it as is. I want to chase that Trey Tucker game. He's done how many times are we going to chase these big games from the week before? Like, it's like you missed it. It was last week. You missed it. I'm sorry.
Well, I know. Look, Trey Tucker is not going to have 3 touchdowns ever again, probably, or anything like that. Trey Tucker does at least get targets, and it's the Bears. I feel like he'll get something. I know he'll get something. He'll get involved. The question is, how much does Travion Henderson get involved? So, who do you think has a higher ceiling here? You just stick with Henderson?
Well, I think Trey Tucker probably has the higher ceiling, but I also think Trey Tucker has a rock bottom floor.
It's fair. Yeah. I mean, look, I think it's still too soon for Henderson. Having Ramondre is also annoying. I could flex Trey Tucker here over Henderson. I'm also probably higher on Tucker than you, but
I mean, you want to do Tucker, do Tucker.
I'm going to do it. Let's go Tucker. All right. Flex is a tough call, which, by the way, guys, is how it works. We can check out your roster. I said touch. Give you personalized feedback. It's riskier, but higher ceiling. All right. I really hope Henderson doesn't have that week, right? That's how it goes. Use code Endgame, get 10 free credits. That's Draft Lane. Try it out if you haven't yet. All right, let's keep going. We're going to get to all your super chats, of course. If you did super chat, guarantee your question will be put up on the screen and answered before kickoff. And we'll do some of the others as well if we have time. Also, our members. Okay, so D. Just traded for Adams. Okay. Him or Hendy? Oh,
I'm definitely going to go Adams. I mean, you just traded for him. Come on. Get your shiny new toy in the lineup.
Yeah, we just finished talking about Travion Henderson, didn't we? All right. Cali Loco, what's up? Needs a tight end in half. Likely Fannin, Strange, Gadsden, or Komet with Loveland out.
I don't mind Gadsden, but I think I'm going to kind of like Komet versus the Raiders.
Yeah, Loveland is he's out, right? He's been ruled out officially.
I don't know if he's been officially ruled out. It was something like, I think he's going to like test it pregame or something, but it doesn't sound good.
All right. So, and like I mentioned, well, Fannin's hardly getting used anymore. I mean, come on. Strange, tough matchup. Likely we'll see first game of the season against a tough Chiefs defense. Gadsden's interesting, but also I feel like you don't want to chase last week, right? I kind of feel like it's that. So go Komet. If you're feeling Gadsden, I mean, it's not a bad start. He might be the number 2 option here. Goff or Geno?
Right. I like Geno this week, but I can't put Geno in over Goff. Got to go Goff.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now we got Juan Garcia, T-Mac and Jacoby, or what? Or London and Neighbors?
You have to pick. Like, you can't like mix and match here. You can't do like Jacoby and Neighbors. Maybe these are two different teams. I don't know. But I mean, what, T-Mac and Jacoby or London and Neighbors? I mean, I don't really know what's going on here. If I had to pick between the pairs, I would pick the Neighbors London pair. But I really want to pick Neighbors and Jacoby is what I really want to pick.
Now I'm more confused because he put this comment again, and it's the same thing. And it's just in capitalism.
Yeah, I want to start Neighbors and Jacoby, but if I have to pick one of these pairs for some reason, I want Neighbors in London.
Yeah. If for some reason the choice is only 2, it's Neighbors in London. I guess if we had to rank them, you would go what? Neighbors, Jacoby, London, T-Mac, right?
Yes. All
right. Interesting question. Let's get to Mary Jo. What's up, Mary Jo? London, AJB, Worthy. Not sure the question there. Maybe there's more to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go AJ Brown, Worthy.
This must be the 8-teamer. I was like, okay. I was like you can't just have to choose one, but she probably has to choose just one. All right.
Yeah, if you gotta choose just one, then
T. Davis, pick 2. JMO, Worthy, Pearsall, Chase Brown. It's PPR.
Yeah, I'm going to go Worthy and Pearsall here. No need to risk it with Chase Brown or Jamison Williams in his 12% target share. Although, like we saw with DK, he can, on one play, he can make his day. Literally, DK Metcalf has done nothing since that big touchdown.
No, because it's been all Kenneth Gainwell. Not even kidding.
Like, he's gonna have a big game because of one play, but that's what can happen.
That's DK. That's exactly. Scores a touchdown or he doesn't. It's like George Pickens too. Okay, Scatterboot, Chuba, JMO. Well, speaking of, that's JMO too, right? JMO gets like a 60-yard touchdown today. We're like, you had to start JMO.
Right.
Looks like we're only sitting one.
Well, you know what? I think I might sit Chuba here. not 100%. Tough matchup. I mean, Chuba's probably your safer bet over Jameson if you just want the floor. But I think Jameson does have more upside because he could always rip off that long touchdown. So I think here I'm going to sit Chuba.
Exactly. Yeah, and this doesn't say what the scoring is. Let's assume it's at least half or full PPR. But yeah, agree with that. So Jordan Olson is back. Who to flex here? Well, I think you can start Love, Mariota, or Geno.
I think you got to take a chance on Love against the Cowboys.
Yeah, Love here. Harv Danger.
Looks like Nick Chubb out. What?
Wow. Chubb. That must be new.
Is he not active?
Because he wasn't on the injury report yesterday, was he?
I mean, see anything that says Nick Chubb is out.
I still don't know if I think Woody Marks would go nuclear, but that said, I don't know. Let's look. Let's see what's going on here.
I don't see anything that he's like not active. Let me see.
Let's see. I want to make sure we get you
active there. Let's look at the Texans inactives. If I could spell.
Chubb.
No, he's active. I'm looking at Dameon Pierce isn't playing.
Is Dameon Pierce ever playing?
Chubb's active. Chubb's playing. I'm not sure Woody Marks could go nuclear, but I don't mind stashing Woody Marks. I mean, I certainly think he could start getting more touches than Nick Chubb.
Yeah, and I mean, look, is anybody other than Nico Collins even going to have the potential to go nuclear in this offense right now? No. Woody Marks is a decent stash. That's it. But his upside is basically, I think, like Jalen Warren. I mean, that's it. It's like as a pass catcher. That's his specialty. Jacob Garcia, already kind of talked about Devontae Adams. Yes, he is a start. Now, he says he has Sutton and Allen. I mean, we like those guys as well. But
yeah, I mean, Allen probably a little safer if you want to play it safer. But I like Adams' potential upside. I think you got to start Sutton this week.
Okay. It's interesting. Same matchup. Phil, Kelsey, or Mark Andrews.
I'm very nervous about Andrew. I mean, likely playing. I'm very nervous we're going to see Andrews one catch again. But what are we getting from Kelsey? Oh man,
not much. I would
just go. Maybe just go. I guess just go Andrews. But I'm nervous about both this week, to be honest.
I would go Andrews here. I'm gonna look Kelsey's. Done. He's done. Harrison Katzman.
He's been done, yes.
He's been done. Tyquan Thornton or Chris Godwin?
I mean, this is literally floor versus ceiling debate, but the ceiling is like one long touchdown and the floor is maybe a handful of catches. I don't know. I probably go Godwin here and hope he's involved because, I mean, what like Thornton, you're just really banking on a long touchdown. I will say, though, that the Ravens secondary the Ravens defense looks bad.
The Ravens defense does look pretty bad.
But I mean, Thornton could give you Thornton could legit get you a 0. I don't think Godwin's getting you a 0.
No, I mean, they wouldn't roll. Look, we're worried about Godwin's snap count, right? He's not going to be out there. But they wouldn't play him. They're not going to use him as a decoy either, right? He's not just going to be out there running empty routes. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My team, what I would do here, I mean, I don't really want to start Tyquan Thornton. I'd probably just go Godwin and see what he gets me. So also, I was looking this up because Ty here is saying like Tyreek Hill might not play. So that's not exactly true. It's
No.
partially true. He missed practice because of personal reasons. The personal reasons was he was celebrating his dad's birthday. I'm
Yeah,
serious. That's exactly what it was.
he missed practice for that.
He did. He was celebrating his dad's birthday, and they were taking pictures, and that was it. So he's going to play because he had coach's permission to celebrate his dad's birthday. It's one of those little red flags. You remember I was talking about earlier with Tyreek Hill? I mean, like he just like maybe checked out. Like, yeah, this team is still going to be a dumpster fire before the end of the season, guarantee it. Jay, Keenan, Sutton, Judkins needs a flex. Says starting Ibuka.
Well, I'm flexing Sutton. I mean, I could make a case for all these guys, honestly. So if you're feeling Igbuka's fine, but I would flex Sutton.
Yeah, definitely like Sutton here. Jordan also, I didn't think you'd have to ask whether Ashton Genty's were starting. Do you like Judkins over Genty?
I mean, I do. I do like Genty this week, but I like Judkins a little more.
This could go either way. I mean, the matchup is better for Genty. He's averaging, what is he averaging? Like 3.7 yards per carry or something like that? I don't know. It's not good. And Judkins is like 5.5 yards per carry. So I don't know. My gut wants to tell me like this could be it. Genty's a good start, but you're probably better off starting Judkins. Ivan Garcia in half needs 2 receivers: Debo, Olave, Ridley, Trey Tucker, Devontae Turpin.
I think I'm just gonna. I mean, it's half PPR, but I think I'm still just gonna go Debo and Olave here. I think the other guy's just too risky.
Yeah, I don't think you need to go Turpin, Tucker. Debo is at least the number 1 guy here for Washington. Pitts, should I pick up Likely to drop somebody?
I mean, if you want, if you want to, but what's the long? What is Likely really going to do in this offense? They got Andrews, Zay Flowers, they got other guys stepping up.
Yeah, I don't think Likely is going to be a league winner or anything like that. Thinking about trading K9 and Tootin for Jonathan Taylor.
I mean, if you can do this. But good luck.
I don't think about it. Do it. I don't. Yeah, you never know. I don't know who would give up Taylor for that, but try it. Sure. Mark Bone, Pollard or Pittman in the flex?
You got to go Pittman.
And here's didn't think you'd be asking this in week 4 question. T. Higgins or Romeo Dobbs?
I think you just got to go Romeo Dobbs here. Hope for the best against the Cowboys.
Yep. Let's go. Let's go Cowboys defense. Alexander's channel. Pickens or Judkins in half?
I'm going Judkins.
Yeah, I think in half it makes it a little easier to go the running back. Blue Leafs. Genty or Pearsall in half?
Makes it closer here because I do like Genty, but I think I still want the upside potential of Pearsall.
Agree. Liking Pearsall this week. What about Gabriel Sosa? League is PPR. You said Pittman as a flex. Would you consider Brees Kamara over Pittman for flex? I think he picked Kamara and I picked Brees. So we kind of split there. But this is pretty close.
Yeah, I would just flex Pittman in a PPR league. I think he should be fine this week. Yeah, I like Kamara a little more. Bills are terrible against her. I mean, the Dolphins are terrible against the run, too. I just worry, like, we saw a lot of Braylon Allen last week. I don't know. I mean, Brees certainly, I think, could have the bigger game here, though.
The Dolphins are pretty terrible at everything right now. So that's what makes me think Fields could have a good game, Brees could have a good game. But yeah, I mean, it depends how much they use Kamara as a pass catcher. And that's what I'm worried about, right? Because they're going to air it out. It's going to be air rattler. Cody, just do it. Juwan Jennings, Trey Tucker, Tyquan Thornton. Got to be Jennings here.
I'm going Jennings here.
Yeah. Noe Altamirano, Pearsall or London? It says already starting Debo and Keenan.
Debo. Well, I moved Debo to solid. I don't know if I would start Debo over London personally, but I would start Pearsall over London.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like Debo's not bad, but I think I would go Pearsall, London, Keenan, like in that order. Right? You're okay sitting Debo here?
Yeah, I'm okay sitting Debo here.
It's been too long. Haven't had a defense question. Rodmonix, Armin from Hungary. Welcome back. Bills against the Saints or Broncos against the Bengals?
I'm going to take Broncos against the Bengals. They both should be good, but Broncos against the Bengals, I'm going to take that. Jake Browning.
Yeah, Broncos are a pretty sack-heavy team in general. And then speaking of Debo, I don't think we can flex him over Jamar Chase.
No, let's go Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Bill, now we're not even deciding whether we start Kelsey. He's like, who do I drop him for? Juwan Johnson, Ertz, or Gadsden?
How is Juwan Johnson still on your waiver wire?
Right?
Yeah, you can drop. I mean, look, if no one's picked up Juwan Johnson yet, you could probably drop Kelsey for him.
I love that you tried to trade him, and everyone's like, "No, we're good. We're good." I mean, what are you going to give up to get Kelsey right now? All right, we have JV. I'm going to say the third. 817. Keenan or Tet at the flex?
Keenan.
Knicks or Fields?
I mean, I do like Fields, but he's also risky. I mean, I guess Knicks is a little risky, but Knicks at home against the Bengals, I think I got to take Knicks.
Yeah, there's definitely risk with Fields. Look, could have a big game because it's the Dolphins, but there's no guarantee. Alex Snodgrass with the real estate business there, non-PPR. Non-PPR, Henry or Ferg. I think it's got to be Henry in this format, right?
Yeah, because Ferguson, I guess, will not score a touchdown.
Refuses. He will not. Which is crazy because last year he was like one of the leaders in actual end zone targets, and yet somehow never connected. Like they throw it to him in the red zone, it just doesn't happen. I don't know. Dobbs or Io Manor?
Let's take a chance on Dobbs against the Cowboys.
Yeah. Also non-PPR for Dion. Flexing Bucky, that's good. Any reason to think about Pearsall or London instead? It's not crazy.
It's not crazy, but Bucky should be better this week. Getting Tristan Wirfs back should help. I'm okay leaving Bucky in there.
Yeah, in non-PPR, you have to go the running. Okay, you don't have to, but a guy like Bucky who's a workhorse, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like both those receivers a lot. I mean, really, who else you got at receiver is what I'm wondering. But Gabriel Sosa now, Tyreek Pittman Golden, Hollywood Diggs needs 3.
I think you got to go Pittman. I still think you got to go Tyreek, and then Golden would be my third.
Yeah, the first 3, Etienne or Kyron.
I think we got to go Kyron here still.
Lions against the Browns or Packers against the Cowboys?
Yeah, give me the Lions against the Browns and Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco instead of Dak. All right, so let's put this one up. Got a new user. We love getting the new viewers here. Princess Noonki and King Rashad. We've been honored. Just joined. Is gonna take a shot. All right, take a shot.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Let's Get it right.
Caleb or Gino?
Caleb.
Should I stack or get big chunks out of other games?
Not sure what you mean here.
Depends who you're stacking. Like, I guess just asking in general, like, okay, I have Caleb Williams. Do I start DJ Moore? Do I start, Romeo Dobbs or whatever? I mean, it depends who you have.
Yeah. I don't, I'm not going to stack just to stack. If I have Romo Dunze, then yeah, I'm stacking Romo Dunze with Caleb Williams, but that's just because I like Romo Dunze, not because I have a stack.
Right. So it depends. Alex now has another question. Alex Snodgrass in Tetmeyer Sutton.
I think in non-PPR, you got to go Sutton here. I mean, this guy can score every game.
Yeah, and I do feel like in non that lowers Jacoby a little bit, right? He's a little less likely to get a touchdown. He stacks up receptions a little bit more. Sutton's more about those big chunk yardage plays, which is talked about that in the Boom video. Ryan Brown. Okay, Kelsey or Kincaid?
Kincaid, definitely.
Not just because you have Allen, not just to stack. It's because Kelsey's dust.
Yeah.
It's because Kelsey's dust. Hunter, got a super chat here from Hunter Schmitz. Here's the question. Godwin, Kincaid, Thornton, likely, Hunt need to flex.
Oh, man. I mean, not Hunt, not likely. Again, Thornton could hit that long play or do absolutely nothing. Kincaid's not terrible. Godwin feels risky. Do I just go Kincaid here? I might just go Kincaid. It's between Kincaid and Godwin. I might just go Kincaid. I mean, Kincaid at least seems to have a floor this year.
It is the Saints. It's not a bad matchup. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I don't love flexing a tight end, but in this case, you don't have really a better option. Here's a good question since we brought it up not that long ago. Kay wants to know, where do you check the active inactive players each game day?
I actually just look on X or Twitter, whatever it's called these days, because every team posts their actives, inactives on there. But I also follow like Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, Tom Pellisario, those guys, those NFL insiders. Because they usually say like the night before, like, oh, this guy's questionable, but he's going to play, or this guy's questionable, he's going to be out.
Yeah, usually that's where you get the latest. In NFL.com, obviously they post the official team reports, but those aren't like up to the minute, constantly updated.
Right.
So, all right, Jose Rodriguez, London, McMillan, or Golden, just one.
I think you still got to go London here.
Yeah, like London this week. Jordan, capping. Standard scoring, we need two between BTJ, Ricky Pearsall, Drake London, Pollard, or Etienne.
I think I'm going to go Pearsall. Oh, wait, standard? It's standard scoring.
It's standard. I know that makes it tough. And if it was just PPR, I'd go Pearsall, London.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it's standard. I think I'll go. I think I got to go Etienne, Pollard. I mean, it's hard to bench workhorse running backs in non-PPR. I mean, look, BTJ, Pearsall, London, these guys could score, and if they do, and Pollard or Etienne don't score, they're going to outscore them. That's just how non-PPR works. That's how non-PPR works, right? Like, but I got to take a chance on the workhorse running backs who I know, like, when they get close to the goal line, these guys are going to get carries and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I mean, there's touchdown upside, of course, with guys like London and Pearsall and BTJ, but touchdown upside for the running backs too. In fact, Pearsall, He's what is he like third in receiving yards so far in the season, but he hasn't scored a touchdown, right?
Right. Exactly.
That limits his upside. Etienne has scored a touchdown. I think Pollard has scored a touchdown. Doesn't feel like it, but I think he has. So yeah, this is tough. This is not we're not well, I think you are. I was like, we're not anti non PPR standard scoring. Kind of. You kind of are, right?
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's fine. It's like, as long as you understand it. I mean, it can be exploited pretty easily, I feel like. But yeah, as long as you understand it.
I feel like half is like that happy medium.
Yeah. I might honestly let standard more than
less. It's like
half.
feels like a tie,
half
right?
to me, half to me feels like, it's like, come on,
Like we
are
can't
you in or are you
decide,
out? Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's a half PPR league. We'll put Jay's question up, not just because you're sucking up to us in the comments, although it doesn't hurt. Thank you. And you're welcome in advance. So in half PPR, needs 2 receivers. Io, Trey, Downs, or Judy needs help. And let me remind you, we need 2 of these guys.
Yeah, I think I'll just go the first 2 here. At least they've scored some touchdowns. I mean, Josh Downs, Jerry Judy, no thanks. Can't do it.
Yeah, Downs has done nothing. Like we can't even consider Downs. I mean, Downs doesn't need to be rostered, does he? Like, there's no point.
No. Did anybody start Xavier Scott today? And if you're like, who the heck is Xavier Scott? He's a backup running back for the Vikings. And of course, he just scored a touchdown, a receiving touchdown. Just to tilt everybody with Jordan Mason.
So he's outproduced, just to clarify, Xavier Scott has outproduced Jordan Addison as a receiver. It's
pretty brutal.
All right. This is why I guarantee no matter how long we do this, we will never get it all right, because neither will anybody else. Lissa, here's an easy one. Should I stash Godwin on the bench to drop Tucker?
Yes, 100%.
Yes. Should not be out there still. Let's see. This feels appropriate. This wasn't even after that. This was like 15 minutes ago. Jordan Mason is killing me.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's going to happen. He's not killing you, but he's not helping you. That's for sure. But look,
this is also, I think, a good reminder why, like, I mean, he just completely smashed last week, right? It's like, you got to start Jordan Mason. No, he's not necessarily going to smash again. Coming off the big game, solid. Yes, we knew he would be decent. We figured he'd be decent, but there's no guarantee here. So,
yeah, well, I think the one thing I didn't factor in was that the Vikings, like the Steelers, would just be putting it on the Vikings and game scripting him out, right? Like,
right. Because why would the Steelers now be scoring easily on the Vikings defense that just crushed the Bengals?
Everybody.
Yeah. That's how it works. Cody Wayner now. Daniel Jones or Pat Mahomes?
I don't know. I'm still going Mahomes. He's got Worthy back. I'm going Mahomes here.
Look, I'm pretty sure without looking, I put Pat Mahomes down to like the super flex level. Maybe that was a little aggressive. Worthy is playing. Give me Daniel Jones. Give me Daniel Jones here. I mean, this is tough. Alexander Courtney. Pollard, Pearsall, Pickens, pick 2 PPR.
Well, I think I can sit Pollard here in full PPR. Just go Pearsall, Pickens.
Yeah. Waddler, Godwin.
I think I still got to go Waddle here. I mean, we know he's going to be out there every snap. He will at least somewhat get involved. I want to see Godwin, first game back.
Yeah. No, I can't feel great about Waddle or any Dolphins necessarily, but don't feel great about Godwin this week. All right. Let's see here. We got Harv again. Roll the dice with Lad or start the non-risky Alec Io Manor.
Yeah, I can pretty comfortably start Lad over Io.
Here's the thing. This is where it's like perception, right? Like, oh, Lad has been terrible. He hasn't been bad. He just hasn't scored a touchdown yet, right?
Yeah.
He's
Well,
doing
it's also like if you had drafted Io Manor in round 2 and you picked up Lad off waivers, you'd probably be asking this question in reverse.
Exactly.
It'd be like Lad's been great. This Io Manor guy's a bust.
That's exactly it. It's all about expectations. You can stick with Lad today. The Chubb, no, that's fine. No worries. I mean, you never know what to believe these days. So, Tootin and Bill at RB2.
I mean, Bill's playing. I think I got to go Bill.
Yeah, go Bill. Not a great spot for Tootin, and he's still not getting consistent touches, I'm not sure what that means. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Let's do JC. QJ, Pearsall, or Pickens in order. So let's rank them.
Pearsall, QJ, Pickens is my order.
I'm going to go Pearsall, QJ, Pickens.
So the same order?
Yeah, I guess so. Kilo, 6277, Dobbs or DJ Moore at the flex.
I don't think can I put Dobbs in over DJ Moore? I know DJ Moore hasn't been great, but it is the Raiders. I mean, Dobbs, it's the Cowboys. He could do something this week, or he could be like completely invisible. I think I still got to go DJ Moore.
Yeah, I mean, this shouldn't be tough. Dobbs is a risky flex. DJ Moore, I don't know if he's really much more than that, but yeah, because it's a good matchup, let's go DJ Moore. They're trying to get him involved, right? They're putting him in the backfield.
Right.
Let's go DJ Moore because it's the Raiders. And Caleb is your QB. Okay, so again, not like, well, I got Caleb, let's stack DJ Moore. That's not a factor here, but it's close enough where if that wants to be your determining factor, fine. There's no guarantee with Dobbs. Okay, let's see now. Francisco Rodriguez. Flex, Chase Brown, or take a chance on McConkey.
Yeah, I'm going to take a chance on Lad here for sure.
Yeah. Andrews or Njoku?
I mean, I guess just Andrews here. Njoku, nah.
Yeah, I'm going to go Andrews here. Got Ferguson starting at tight end. I'm assuming this is a different league. Flex, Kraft, or Keenan?
Yeah, I think you got to go Keenan here.
Then this begs the question, well, okay, you're starting Ferg. You just go Kraft over Ferg, but if you're feeling Ferg, you're probably fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ferg Kraft is tough, right? Ferg is getting so many targets. He's got a floor. You know he's going to get something. I mean, Kraft will do something. This is kind of like, what was it the comp we just made with Sutton versus like Jacoby Myers, but I feel like it's more extreme. Ferguson gets a ton of targets, but he never scores a touchdown or makes it like a big play. Tucker Kraft doesn't get a ton of catches, but he's one of those weird tight ends. Like they'll use him like down the field, right? Like he'll get 20+ yard plays. Like he'll get big chunk plays, but he doesn't get a ton of targets. So this kind of depends what you're looking for. I mean, it's the Cowboys. Like, come on. So I think I like Kraft better, but if you like Ferg, nothing wrong with that. This one's interesting, and I believe this might be a new user. I don't remember seeing traveling session, personalized travel discovery.
All right.
Always like to give shout out to our small business entrepreneurs as well. Jennings or Golden in half?
I think I'm going to go Jennings here. Man, Golden. I mean, this could be the week for Golden, but he's also risky. Let's just go Jennings.
Yeah, feeling Golden, but Jennings gets the Jags. Go Jennings. All right, definitely not new here. Alexis Jaramillo, welcome back. Did you change Godwin for Jennings?
Yeah, I'd put Jennings in over Godwin.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and then speaking of Golden, Nicholas Botello, also not new. Golden or Wandale?
I definitely can go Golden here over Wandale.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then let's get back to the super chats. Next is John Mack with the old school, far superior Patriots logo, right?
Far superior. Far superior.
All right, so got to start your Patriot Drake May, right? Or you go Brock Purdy.
Well, I go Brock Purdy. But look, Drake May's in a fine spot this week. He should be okay. So if you want to start your guy, go with Drake May.
Yeah, and seriously, I mean, when it's close, there's no guarantee Brock Purdy. It's like there's not an obvious decision here. Drake May does have rushing upside. Brock Purdy with that toe, he's not going to run. Not that he runs that much, anyways. I could see May outscoring Purdy. So look, if it makes you feel better to put your guy in May, I'm totally fine with this. This one is really close to me. So I know if it was my team, objectively, I would go Purdy most likely because I think he's got a higher floor. But you feeling May? There's nothing wrong with May. Bucky Hubbard, Scadaboo Swift needs 2.
I think you got to go Bucky and Scadaboo here.
And then London, DJ Moore, Sutton just needs 1.
No, it says needs 2.
Oh, needs 2. Sorry.
I can bench DJ Moore. This is a Kraft or Ferguson question again. How does everybody on the stream have Kraft and Ferguson? I'll give Kraft the slight edge because he gets the Cowboys, but I mean Ferguson's floor is very high here too. So yeah, how does everybody on the stream have Kraft and Ferguson?
Well, I don't know how deep this doesn't say how deep this league is. These are guys who I think for the most part weren't drafted in most leagues, right? Like nobody really. They were like late round tight ends that maybe were drafted, maybe weren't. So if you have, George Kittle is out, or like Kelsey sucks, or these are teams like I need a tight end. I'm gonna pick them both up. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? This is like 3 years in a row now. Remember a couple of years ago, it was like, do I start Sam Laporta or I forget who the other tight end was, right? Because everybody picked up Sam Laporta off where, and then last year it was like, do I start Brock Bowers or I forget who it was, right? Now we're doing this again. Like, please, people, do not waste an early round pick on tight end next year. Please. Right. Like if nothing else, if you ignore everything else I say, please just take this. Do not waste an early round pick on a tight end next year. There's always tight ends you can find off the waiver wire. Please.
And it's always true. And look, always, it feels like always, I say always, it's like 3 years. Okay, but 3 years in a row, there's been an early tight end rookie who isn't drafted in the first couple of rounds, like Tyler Warren, that you could have just gotten in the middle rounds, and you're fine just starting Tyler Warren every week, right? It's like,
I mean, you could got Hunter Henry, Tyler Warren, Jake Ferguson, Dalton Kincaid. Who else am I forgetting? Tucker Kraft, Juwan Johnson. You did not need to waste a pick on an early tight end. It's just a waste. You're just throwing away a pick just so you can have the warm fuzzies about your tight end.
Yep, I agree. I think we need to do more videos making sure people understand.
I'm just gonna do every video next year. It's just gonna be like, don't draft early tight end.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Isaiah Simmons. Trade Chase Brown for George Pickens and Brock Purdy.
I mean, do you need Brock Purdy? I don't know, but I would take George Pickens over Chase Brown right now. So I'd say yes to this, just to get Pickens.
Yeah, Purdy's like whatever, but do it. Okay. I'll put this one up. Carson Hayes. Bill or Woody Marks?
Wait. Did the Steelers just go for it up 10 on 4th down? Or did they miss the field goal?
Kenneth Gainwell get 2 yards? Oh, because
Nope, they
they're on the
went for it. They
Minnesota.
went for it on 4th and 3. Wow.
That's weird. I mean, I get it because they were on the 3-yard line. They're like, we want to put it in and end this game. It's the end of the game, and they're going to win anyways. So I guess it didn't matter.
I mean, look. We 3:40 to go is still a long time, and we've seen crazier things. But I guess 13 points, 10 points. Is there a difference? I guess not. Maybe not. But I really hope the Vikings come back and win now.
I think they're not scared of Carson Wentz, is what they're saying.
I guess. All right, back to Carson here though. Bill or Woody Marks? I think you got to go Bill.
Yeah, Chubb, as far as we know, is still playing, and they'll still give him the ball.
Chubb is still playing
for whatever reason. Bitabamba. Chase Brown or George Pickens?
Pickens.
Go Pickens here. Shout out to Juwan Johnson or Isaiah Likely.
Johnson.
Jiffy 23 needs 2 receivers and the flex. Igbuka, Olave, Hill, Pickens, Worthy, Brees, Judkins.
I'm going to go Igbuka and Worthy at wide receiver, and I'm going to flex Judkins.
That sounds good. All right, now we have Bill. Needs 3. Chase, AJB, Jacoby, Ladd, or QJ.
I'm going to assume that's Jamar Chase, so I'm going to say Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, and Jacoby.
It's tough to sit those Chargers receivers the way they're going, but yeah, those first 3 choices are better, and this kind of helps you avoid the aggravation of which guy do I start, who's going to score. So yeah, just go with the first 3. Calikid, Danny Dimes or Matt Stafford? Same game.
I think you got to go Daniel Jones here.
Yeah, got to go with the rushing upside. Daniel Boss Mandan Shedler. Got Neighbors and BTJ. Do I sit McMillan or Myers?
I would sit McMillan, but I would start Myers over BTJ.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're just asking for your flex.
Well,
so
and suddenly we may have a game because the Vikings are instantly at the 2-yard line after a huge Jordan Addison catch.
Wow, you're right. Jordan Addison, 114 yards, just like that.
80-yard catch, and suddenly he's got 100+ yards.
You know what? You're right. Now I do hope the Steelers lose this game. Not that I'm a Steelers fan anyways, but that would be pretty funny. Let's see here. Okay. Next is Phil. Well, speaking of, you're not cooked just because
how did he not score on that? He got caught by a linebacker.
Who did? Oh, Addison?
Jordan Addison. How did he not score on that?
He's been sitting
he's
been sitting on the bench.
He's complete blown coverage. He's 10 yards past the nearest defender, and the linebacker from like 20 yards away out sprints him to the end zone. What?
He's been sitting on the bench for 3 weeks, not doing anything, not in mid-season form. That's what it is. Yeah, so you wish you would have started DK. Doesn't mean you're cooked. It's just one of those things. Hunter Henry over Kincaid for the upside? Yeah, I think so. I think go Hunter Henry. So it looks like it's almost a 2-minute warning there. Justin Jefferson.
Well, not only that, they get down to the. I mean, Addison not scoring there might haunt the. I just cannot believe he didn't score there. Like he literally got caught from behind
by a linebacker.
Man. By a linebacker, and he's got like a 10-yard head start on the linebacker. I mean, here, you guys have to see this. Hold on. You have to see this. We got time, right? We got 9:30. Let me share this.
Yeah, we got time. We're not too far behind right now. So Zaymalik, hold tight. By the way,
look at this.
This is perfect time to remind you. Sign up for Underdog. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, look at this. Look at this.
1st and 10. It's blown coverage, and it's Addison.
Look at number 41. How far away he is.
He will
How does he catch him?
it inside the 5.
By the shoestring.
But dude, you're a wide receiver.
Well, we'll say he had the angle at least.
Not only that, you're a wide receiver who speeds. Aren't you supposed to be fast? I mean, he had a little bit of an angle on him, but not a lot. Like, there's no way he should have gotten caught there. What the heck? How did he get caught there? And that might cost them because now they have 4th down. Oh, they scored. Jalen Naylor. Well, Jalen Naylor, because why not? So we have 2 touchdowns to Gainwell and a touchdown to Jalen Naylor and a touchdown to Xavier Scott today. Fun times.
And just like that, Carson Wentz is over 300 yards. Damn. See, that's crazy. These international games are always crazy. Okay. It looks like it's going to be the 2-minute warning there. So let's put it back here. Zaymalik. Swift, Godwin, or Io Manor?
Oh, my gosh. I think I'll go Swift. I mean, he should get enough touches here. It's the Raiders. Io Manor, touchdown or bust. Godwin, a little risky right now.
Yeah, let's see if Swift does something in this matchup. This one feel pretty good. Leon Hutchinson, Ladd, or Travion Henderson in full PPR.
Let's go Ladd.
Let's go Ladd. Then we have James, 14. Crazy to sit Chase this week to start Pearsall. We already have Buko, Dunze, and Pickens.
I would start Chase over Pickens.
Yeah, I could go Pearsall over Chase, but exactly, I would go Chase over Pickens. So don't sit Chase. You know, a lot of people, honestly, some people had this question last week, like, Carson Wentz is trash. Do I even start Justin Jefferson? Yes, you start Justin Jefferson. Look at Justin Jefferson today. 10 catches, 126 yards. Just saying. Jake Browning is not as bad as he looked last week. Another one from the Boss Mandan. Another tough one. Little Godwin, Wandale, or Chubb? Yeah,
I might just take a chance on Wandale here with Dart. I mean, it's Wandale or Godwin for me. I just worried how much is Godwin going to play. I might just take a chance on Wandale.
Yeah, we don't know what Dart's going to look like as a starting quarterback, but a lot of times they lean on either those slot receivers, those tight ends, the guys they can make the easy throws to. They don't have to go down the field and take a chance of getting intercepted. This could be like a sneaky, decent Wandale game. I don't want to say great, but okay. So let's see. Next, no, that's not a question. Now we have Omar Rios. Another bench Chase question. Bench Chase to start Golden.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Again, this is where it's like, okay, compared to Jamar Chase being like the number 1 receiver in all of football, okay, and Golden, like, okay, rookie, but he's going to get better at Golden. Okay, now we feel like much better about Chase. You don't feel as good about. There's still a gap. There's still a gap. This is C. Rosa. Flex one. Again, putting Chase in the flex zone. We gotta be Chase.
I'm still rolling out Jamar Chase for the most part this week.
Now, that happens. Look, it's possible because you're using first names like Ladd, Trey. Okay, if that happened to be Chase Brown, okay, it doesn't have to be Chase Brown. You could go Ladd, right?
Yeah, if it's Chase Brown, I could go Ladd. But I'm guessing because these are all wide receivers. Well, I guess Henderson's in there, so maybe there is a running back. But yeah, if that's Chase Brown, go that. But assuming it's Jamar Chase, go on Chase.
Yeah. Let's see. Hank Jones, Devonta Smith, Troy Franklin, Devonta Smith, Michael Pittman. Pick one.
I'm going to go Michael Pittman.
And then May or Mariota.
May.
Henry or Laporta.
I think you got to go Henry. I do like Laporta this week. I mean, hard to bench Laporta, but it's also hard to bench Henry. I think you're going to go Henry.
That one's a little closer, yeah. Okay, I got John Wickering back. Here's Henry or Juwan Johnson.
If it's PPR, I go Juwan. If it's non, I'll go Henry.
Fair enough. I think we had this one earlier. I know we had this one earlier. Handy as a shirt pocket. It's pretty handy. Judkins or Genty?
Yeah, I go Judkins.
Let's see. 49er fan, BZ. Henry or Johnson?
It's like Kraft or Ferguson, Henry or Johnson. Again, if it's PPR, Johnson. If it's non-Henry.
Okay. Here's another call me crazy. Is this crazy? Tommy V. He's not even asking. He's like, I'm going Jackson Dart over Baker Mayfield. Is that crazy?
I mean, I think it's crazy, but what's crazier is you're an Eagles fan and you're going to start a Giants QB. I mean, look, I know Baker's playing your Eagles, so maybe that's why. Maybe because Baker's playing the Eagles and you're like, we're going to shut him down. He's going to do nothing. So I get it. I would go Baker, but hey, it's fantasy football. If we've learned nothing, it's that anything can happen.
Oh, this is true. But you're exactly right. He's like, I don't want to start Baker against my Eagles. I think that's what it is.
We're going to smash him. Okay, that's fair.
You know, if it was my team, I would go Baker. But if you want to go Dart, look, maybe he has a decent game. You never know. Sidekick Kid now needs two. J-Mo, probably Devonta Smith, Coleman, Golden, or Tucker.
I mean, which risky boom pick do we want here? Jameson, Devonta Smith, Coleman, Golden, or Tucker? I'm going to go Golden and Devonta Smith.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I still don't want to start Coleman for any reason. Tucker doesn't make the cut here. J-Mo's the tough one, right? He's just always tough, but we like Golden over J-Mo this week.
Yeah, Cowboys versus the Browns.
Exactly. All right, Jedi Koth. Welcome back. In half, flex, Tet or BTJ?
I still got to go BTJ here.
Yeah, don't love Tet this week. Judkins or Pollard? Thinking it's Judkins, right?
I'm going to go Judkins.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 1. This is it. They just called timeout. They got to stop him here. Otherwise, game is over.
And we are potentially one carry, 1 yard away from the Kenneth Gainwell 100-yard game. Just because. And you know what's going to happen.
Do you pick up Kenneth Gainwell? Because
right.
we don't know about Jaylen Warren for next week, right? We don't know about what his status will be for next week. Although it sounded like he was going to play. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, there was a last minute scratch, right? This was the last second thing. They made it sound like he was going to play. This can't be that serious. And so,
right.
like, okay, you know these people are going to go crazy and add Kenneth Gainwell for him to get 5 carries next week. Like, you know that's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Oh yeah. It's like the stock market. It's like a stock, right? It's like when the stock's doing nothing, nobody wants it, and then when it takes off randomly and explodes, everybody buys it, and then it collapses again. It's like,
yep.
Kenneth Gainwell doing nothing all year. I got bad news for everybody. If you didn't play Kenneth Gainwell this week, you missed the big game. I'm sorry. It's just the way it goes. You missed it.
Yep.
Go ahead. Now, I will say if Jaylen Warren's out, then okay. Kenneth Gainwell's fine.
God, I don't even know if I want to put Kenneth Gainwell on the waiver wire video. Like, you don't have to pick him up just because you had that big game. I mean, I guess I should, but
You probably
just know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen.
Yes.
Well, we'll see. We'll see, I guess, if he makes the cut. K Styles. Starting Mahomes, Puka, AJB, Gibbs, CMC, Fannin, Brees. On the bench is Cup, Monty, Debo, QJ, Trey Tucker, Tootin. Any changes?
I mean,
I'd change tight
QJ
end.
maybe. I mean, I would put in full PPR. I would put QJ in over Brees, and you don't have a better. There's no better tight end than Fannin out there.
Yeah, like the positions I want to change, you don't have, which is quarterback and tight end.
All right. Well, they stuffed Kenneth Gainwell, so he's not going to get 100 yards unless the Steelers do something crazy and go for it here. But had they kicked a field goal last time, the Vikings would need a touchdown. But instead, the Vikings only need a field goal now. So I think you have to punt here, right? You have to force them. You can't give the Vikings the ball this close to field goal range, I don't think.
Yeah, they have.
I don't know. We'll see.
Once again, not a conspiracy theorist, but seems like they're making this game exciting at the last minute unnecessarily, or for the international crowd. Just saying.
Maybe.
Okay. No changes to anything except for possibly you can flex QJ over Brees and try to find a tight end on.
Yeah, try to. It's got to be somebody, right?
On a waiver wire. So, all right. Next is Michael Marowitz. Start 2 in half. JMO, Jennings, or Chase.
I'm gonna go. Is that Jamar Chase or Chase Brown? If it's Jamar Chase, remember guys, we got 2 Chases. I'm gonna go Chase and Jennings. If it's Chase Brown, I don't know. I'll probably go Jennings, Jameson, but in half PPR, you might be able to talk me into Chase Brown.
These are receivers. Thinking it is Jamar Chase, and we've seen Jamar Chase now as like a flex consideration for some people. So, yeah, it's Chase and Jennings probably. Start 3, 2 receivers in a flex: Etienne, Brees, Igbuka, Sutton, Drake, Pickens. We need 3 of them.
So 2 wide receivers in a flex. I'm gonna go Sutton, Igbuka at wide receiver, and I'm just gonna flex Drake London.
All right, good. That's what I was going to say too. Purdy or Jones?
Purdy.
Go either way. Purdy. All right.
Minute left for the Vikings. No timeouts. Can they get in the field goal range and give whoever their kicker is? Reichart? Is that his name? Reichart,
yeah. It looks like there's some sort of a replay review. I don't know. Sidekick wants to know, is this the Knicks breakout game or just go Herbert?
Well, I certainly think it could be the Knicks. I mean, I feel like Knicks has already had breakout games before, but I feel like this could be a good Knicks game. But I'm still playing Herbert over him. I have no reason to bench Herbert.
Exactly. Like, yeah, it could be the Knicks game, but you don't.
Well, the game's over because first pass, Carson Wentz throws an interception.
Are you kidding? Oh yeah, you're not kidding. All right. Well, there you go. Isn't that his 3rd interception?
3rd interception.
Well, wait a minute. It says review the interception and the play. I see this says the play was reversed.
Oh, it did, because at first it said upheld. Now they switched it to reversed. All right, he got bailed out.
So it's going to be one of those games where, like, he threw for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also threw 2 and almost 3 interceptions. Yeah. All right. Still a little bit of drama. Let's see.
And I'm seeing people saying there was no. I'm seeing people saying there was no angle that overturned it. This feels like the NFL. Overturn it. We need overtime. We need overtime in Dublin.
See what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's rigged, but I'm also not saying it's not. Which ironically, I see now. I'm looking at the stats. Says the interception was made by James Pierre. Very nice, well done. Guess what? We have another. This is amazing. Not your first name like me, but Stephen Pierre. What are the odds? Sterling Shepard or Hollywood Brown?
Let's just go Sterling Shepard. I can't start Hollywood Brown. Xavier Worthy back. Nah.
Yeah. Shepard will do something. He'll at least get you something. We don't know what Hollywood's getting this. Worthy back. So, all right. Gino.
Look, I like Gino this week, but I can't put him in over Goff.
Exactly. And Gino's is okay. Goff is not going to have his biggest game, but he'll do something. Especially if the Browns are stuffing the run and stopping Monty and Gibbs, they might have to throw the ball more than they want. Wasteland Kaz. Chuba, Ted, or Pearsall? Flex.
I go Pearsall here. I might, even in non-PPR, I might go Pearsall. I mean, in non-PPR, maybe I could consider Chuba because he could score, but Pearsall.
Pearsall it is. Deja entendu. Flex, Chase Brown, Etienne, Worthy, or Pearsall. Let's go Pearsall again.
All right. I'm not watching the game here, but we just had an incomplete pass, and they called a holding penalty on the Steelers for a first down. Now we just had Wentz get sacked, and they called defensive offsides on the Steelers. So they overturned in the last 3 plays. They overturned an interception and called 2 penalties on negative plays for the Vikings against Steelers. This is looking fishy. Chase Brown, Etienne, Worthy, or Pearsall. I go Pearsall.
Yeah. Go Pearsall here. Just telling you. Cali Kid, Etienne or Jennings?
In PPR, I'll go Jennings.
Yeah, I like Jennings this week. Also, Sidekick Kid again. Okay, well, who do you like to stash? Not this week, just in general. Who would you rather have, Trey Tucker or Luther Burden?
I mean, I probably got to go Trey Tucker. He's a part of this offense. Burden could, ramp up as the season goes on, but it's probably going to be a while here. So right now, Trey Tucker.
I mean, Tucker's definitely getting more targets. That's usually what you go for. He's the number 2 guy in that offense, at least as far as wide receivers. I know Bowers. But Luther Burden is number 3 guy. I like the Bears offense better than the Raiders offense, and Burden, of course, was the high draft pick. They're going to get him more involved. Right now, I think Trey Tucker is just more valuable, but down the road, it certainly could be Luther Burden.
Well, they just called intentional grounding on Carson Wentz, so maybe it's not. Maybe they're not.
Probably he forced their hand.
Yeah, it's like too obvious. It's like, dang it.
Yeah, they're like, I guess we have to. Jared, Baker or Drake?
I can go Drake May here. I'm not feeling a big Baker game this week.
Yeah, agree. I'm a little worried about Baker Mayfield. Even with Godwin back, he's not going to be 100%. Let's go Drake May. All right, we got Keith now. Keith Vines. What? You're saying Judkins is on the waiver wire?
What?
You got to take Judkins.
Yeah, you got to get Judkins.
You can drop B-Rob. I know you're like, I want to hold B-Rob because CMC's handcuffed. Take Judkins. He's already the number 1 running back. You've got to take Judkins.
Yeah.
All right. Richard saying we never answered your question. I don't remember seeing your question, Richard. If I missed the super chat, I apologize. Njoku or Jameson to flex?
We definitely didn't do this question. You got to go Jameson. Njoku, yeah.
Yeah, definitely Jameson here. Would remember.
All right, 4th and 13. Wait, on 3rd and I guess he had to. They had to spike it on 3rd and 13. They couldn't get a playoff. That's brutal. Brutal. You got to spike it on 3rd and 13. Oh man.
Kamar Johnson got the super chat. Thank you, Kamar. Sutton, Dobbins, or Worthy?
Let's go all in on the Broncos this week against the Bengals. Sutton and Dobbins.
Yeah, Sutton is your first choice here. And you're saying wide receiver too. Dobbins wouldn't count, but I mean Sutton's your choice.
So not only did he have to spike it on 3rd and 13 to stop the clock, but then they had a delay a game. So now it's 4th and 17. What the? How do you get a delay a game after spiking it?
Yeah, that's got to be against the quarterback, right?
Jeez. All right, well, 4th and 17. This is it. You know what's going to happen. Incomplete pass, but there's going to be like a defensive holding.
It is an incomplete pass. Looks like it. Yeah, looks like the game's over.
All right. They're like, look. We got the 10 o'clock games. Well, I guess for some of you, we got the early game starting. We got to end this now. We got to end it now. All right, game over. Mercifully over.
And somehow times it ends right before the game, so that's convenient.
Yes.
Anyways. All right. Michael wants to know Dobbs, Coleman, or Pearsall. It's definitely Pearsall here, right?
Yeah, Pearsall.
Definitely Pearsall. All right. We do have, basically 10 minutes until the morning games start. So we are caught up on Super Chats. Let's do some questions. We'll try to find some questions from possibly if there's any players we haven't answered or some tough questions here. And of course, we have to get to Johnny Donuts. Good morning. All right. Yeah. Okay. Warren in the lineup got 0. So let's go for upside. You still going Judkins here? Or you like BTJ? Take a shot on the big game.
I mean, you already have 1-0. Let's just shoot for the moon with BTJ.
Yeah, I could see this being a factor here. You do need more upside. Why not? All right, now we got Eric Tinsley as a flex. Man, it's got to be a shallow league. Irving or Olave?
I got to go Irving here. Olave is fine, but he's just kind of fine. By the way, Kenneth Gainwell just had the 5th best game by a running back this year for fantasy. Oh, boy.
And, Jordan Mason, 57 yards, no touchdowns. Kenneth Gainwell, week winner.
Yes.
Fantasy football, folks. All right. Yeah, exactly. Let's go. Week 4 has arrived already. Let's see. What's the question I was going to put up? Oh,
Kenneth Gainwell was started in 8% of sleeper leagues, and that was probably 7% of them were probably the people who woke up in time to see that Jaylen Warren was out.
Yeah, that's sleeper. ESPN, Yahoo, I'm guessing it's like 1%.
Right.
Here we go. Half PPR. Not that it matters. Love or May at quarterback?
I'm going Love against the Cowboys.
Yeah, May is definitely a solid option this week, but Love with the upside. Let's go Love. Okay, how about this? This is a fair question. TF Flyer. Which Washington running back? You going Bill or you going C-Rod?
I still got to go Bill. He just looks better here. I mean, it's going to probably come down to do one of these guys score?
That's exactly what's going to come down to. Does one of them get a touchdown? And it could go either way. I think we'll still go Bill. I think they still want him to be the guy. I think the injury was the only question here. If he was banged up still, sounds like he's good to go. So let's go JCM. Let's see. Yeah, I'll lean Bill. It's going to come down to who they give the ball to in the red zone if they get there. Of course, you know what's going to happen. Mariota just takes it himself. Roxton Hernandez. Monty or Swift?
I mean, I don't like Monty this week against the Browns, but I'm going to start him over Swift still.
Yeah. Monty here. Alan C. Fair question. Mariota or Tua?
I might just go Mariota. At least he runs. Like he said, he runs. He could run in a touchdown. Let's just go Mariota. I'd feel better if he had Terry, but oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Ertz, Gadsden, or Strange?
I think you got to go Ertz with Terry out, Mariota playing. You got to go Ertz here.
Stack them up. Stack up that Mariota Ertz stack. Do it. Let's see. How about Cade Klink, Etienne, or Travion?
Got to go Etienne. He's a workhorse still. Let's go Etienne.
Yeah. Etienne here. Keon Coleman or Xavier Worthy?
Xavier Worthy.
Yeah. Let's see here. Thank you. TF Flyer. I think we already did the question. Unless you got another one, we will put it up. But thank you for the super chat. Let's do Tiffany Fuller. Welcome back, Tiffany. Sit Adams and start Dobbs? No. Adams is good to go. You want to start Adams here.
Yeah, it's not like we could pretend like Dobbs isn't risky here. Adams.
Right. Yeah. Keep Adams in a good spot. All right. Sliding in at the last second is Juice with a question. Pearsall or Igbuka?
I'm going to go Pearsall.
Go Pearsall, yeah. Igbuka is certainly not a bad start, but like Pearsall's upside in this matchup. Cali Kid. Trade Kamara and Swift. Judkins and Benson, or for Pollard and Walker?
I think I will do it for Judkins and Benson just to get Judkins. I don't mind doing it for Pollard and Walker either, though, to be honest. But I prefer Judkins and Benson.
Like that first deal, and partially just to get Swift off the roster. Durf Boy, Andrews or Fannin?
Andrews.
Yeah, let's go Andrews here. Purdy or Goff?
Purdy.
Roll Tide? Question mark.
No. It says Roll Tide double exclamation point, though.
Let's see. A couple more minutes here. Let's see. What else can we do that we have not? Okay. Sonny. If Buka Flowers, Gibbs, Johnson just one flex. I think how's Gibbs just a flex?
You got it. I mean, yeah. How do you not start Jahmyr Gibbs? Jahmyr Gibbs, you have to have Jahmyr. So like Buka and Flowers and QJ just going to chill on your bench, but you got to start Gibbs. You can't not. But Gibbs is a lineup lock.
Yeah. Like, even though the Browns have the toughest run defense, you still start Gibbs because he still could score. He still could break a long touchdown. He will still catch passes. He's still a stud. Sometimes good offense beats good defense. Texas Pete, what's up? Gadsden or Ingram?
I don't know if I'm ready to put Gadsden in yet. I know. I mean, Ingram gets the Bengals. I'll take a chance on Ingram here, but take a chance on Ingram.
Ingram does have the best matchup. Not that it matters as much for tight end, but still, Bengals not just a bad defense. They're traditionally bad against the tight end. So let's hope that they get Ingram involved. All right, Don Groipe, Caleb Williams or Drake May?
Just keep rolling with Caleb. He's been great.
Yeah, great matchup for him. Good matchup for May, but great matchup for Caleb Williams because he gets the Raiders. All right, let's see what else. Okay, two very different Chiefs here. Mary Marsh, Kareem Hunt, or Xavier Worthy?
Assuming, even if it's non-PPR, I'd probably just still go Worthy. Just give me Worthy.
Yeah. No, I want to start Kareem Hunt. Let's go Worthy here. What about random gaming guy? Tet or Judkins?
I'm going Judkins. Not feeling great about Tet this week, which means this will probably be the week where he actually does blow up.
So that's how it works, right? It's like a DK Metcalf week.
It's like we called the blow up for 2 weeks, and then we're like, okay, he's got a tough matchup. He's coming off a calf injury. Maybe not this week. Nope, this is it.
This is the way it works. Let's see. How about Rhonda? Drake May or Justin Fields?
I'm going to go Fields here. I like the matchup this week. I like that rushing upside, but I think maybe a bit safer if you want to play it safe. But I'm taking the upside of Fields.
Go for the upside. That's what I always shoot for. It could be a big Fields week. Definitely could. All right, fine. Christian Stefan, Gino or Baker? Really wants to know this.
I do like Gino this week, and it wouldn't shock me if Gino had more points than Baker, but I don't think I can sit Baker for Gino. He's still very risky.
Yeah, I know. Gino could put up numbers because of the defense. I don't know. Gonna go Baker as well. All right, guys, super chat from Cardo. Let's see. Here's the question. One running back, Hubbard, Scadaboo, Henderson.
I'm going to go Scadaboo.
Two receivers and the flex, Nico, Wilson, Adams, BTJ, Olave. So
I'm going to go those first three wide receivers.
Yeah, this is a group where you can sit BTJ. Very good first three. Okay, about 2 minutes. Last chance for your questions, guys. It's early slate's about to start. Dawn again. Scadaboo or Pearsall?
If it's any kind of PPR, half or full, I'm going Pearsall. If it's complete non-PPR, I'll go Scadaboo.
Yeah, I think that's the only situation I would start Scadaboo is non-PPR. That one's tough. Okay, let's do it. Enrique. QJ or Pearsall?
Yeah, that is tough, but I think I'm going to go Pearsall over QJ, but that one is tough. They should both be good this week.
Yeah, like Pearsall quite a bit. Robert Coleman. Sit one. Scadaboo, Hall, Ibuka.
If it's me, I'm sitting Brees Hall.
Yeah, in full PPR, one Ibuka. This is a little bit floor ceiling kind of. Scadaboo is solid. Brees could have a big game, but yeah, I think in full PPR, Scadaboo gets the edge because he's getting all the touches there. All right, couple more. That's all we got time for. Let's see. What else can we do here? Jedi Call. It's an interesting one. In half, Scadaboo or Drake London?
I'm going to go Drake London. It is close. Half makes it closer, but I think I still got to go London.
Yeah, I like London. I'm betting on the bounce back week. Here we go. Come on, Falcons. You cannot be this bad. And let's see. All right, RJ, trade. Would you trade Higgins to get Olave?
Yeah, at this point, just give me Olave.
Yeah, because Joe Burrow ain't coming back. Sorry to say. Josh, Caleb, or Hurts, and I would like Caleb this week. You don't bench Hurts.
Yeah, I just never bench Hurts, ever.
There's no reason to do that. All right. I think we're pretty much at the limit here. Lineups are locking. Make sure you get your decisions made. If you didn't get your question answered, apologies. We do get hundreds. I don't even know. Don't
probably
have a way to count. It's probably over 1,000 at some point. Questions and comments. I'll tell you a way that you can get your question answered, even if you didn't make the live stream. Answer for next week anytime. It's the DraftLane app. Don't forget to use DraftLane. It's a free download in the App Store or Play Store. And for a limited time, you still, as a new user on DraftLane, you put code ENDGAME on there, and you get 10 free credits. You can ask your first couple questions absolutely free. It's risk-free. The download is free. So there it is. If you haven't checked it out yet, just try it, right? Free download, risk-free. Don't need to give us all your personal information. We don't want that and wouldn't know what to do with it anyways. All you have to do is put like an email, and then if you want to sync your Yahoo and Sleeper leagues, if you're on one of those platforms with it, you can do that. It just makes it easier for answer your questions, but you don't even have to. You can just use the Ask the Question feature. It takes like 5 seconds, really. Free download, sign up, get free credits, check it out. We check the app constantly, answering those questions. But our time is up for now. So thank you, everybody, for being here as always. Don't forget, you're going to have fancy football content to get you ready for week 5 dropping right away, less than 24 hours. We're going to start putting out videos for you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, by the way, if you've been watching first time, maybe you've been on for a while and just have forgotten, you just haven't hit subscribe, help us out, hit subscribe. On the way to 100K, we're almost there. All right, thank you all, and we'll see you on the next one.